Private party. Back up.
That was funny, honey.
She can't keep.
You can come to the couch whenever you're ready. I'm just playing Sifu right now. I started a stream. I'm gonna beat the campaign because it says to with the girl version, because it says to beat the campaign before you start arenas, which is the new DLC. I have no camera right now. I'm in gaming chair because I need to be close for combat, but you can be in chair or you can be in blue chair. It's up to you. Sounds good. And then you can, if you want, you can get the blanket out here and lay down if you want. Because I have that that red blanket out here. If you need an extra blanket, you can bring one of your other ones. That'll be enough. I know you're chilly, so I wanted to give you options. Welcome to the stream, guys. Good morning. I love the smell of kicking ass in the morning. Good morning, Jake. Really? How you doing today, Jake? What are you gonna wear for interview today, honey? I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I'm doing pretty good.
Oof. That's good to hear, Jake. I'm glad you're doing pretty good. I'll take some health, thank you. What? I can't use that. Oh, there you go.
Won't open without the code.
What happened, sweetie? Yeah. Okay, we have more time. Oh, did they say 4? Okay. You said in the email it says 4:30, not 1:30? Do you want me to text Connor and make sure? Hey buddy, can you answer a question for me? Just trying to make sure. Is Ella's interview at 2:30 or 4:30 today? wait and see what he says. If it's 4:30, I might not go with because I have class at 6, and I don't know how long that movie is. So I might just stay home and game and practice and get ready for sparring, and then you can, because I'm confident you're gonna have a great interview. 4:30. Okay. Thanks, man. Well, actually, it makes sense because Connor normally doesn't come in till a 5 o'clock shift. So that's probably what happened because he does not usually come in on 2 on the weekdays. Connor's always the last manager to come in. What'd you say? Alright, sweetie. Good morning, Jake, and everyone else.
I like the braids in the back of your hair.
Thanks, Jake. I made her to look like an older version of Kim from Cobra Kai. I played the guy version first, and now I'm playing the girl version, so... because I wanted both perspectives of the story.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Ow. Now I gotta try again. Dang it. Reset hideout. Welcome to the stream, guys.
Private party. Back up!
So we got multiple people in the stream. Good morning, guys. We got 3 people in here. I hope everyone's having a great day.
Yeah? What do you want? Hey, you wanna fight?
Give me a bat.
Where is Sean?
He's with the fighters. For the bird.
Woo! Let's go fight everybody. Really? Really? You're asking for it. Get my health back, thank you very much. Good. Still doing good in the restroom, honey? Oh, I'll check it out, man. I bet it's exciting.
You're in the right place.
I'll tell you, it looks much better than I expected it to be.
Well, that's good. Really. She made it.
You must enjoy the taste of defeat.
Glad you made it. Remember, if you get hungry for breakfast, we have muffins. Just to remind you. That way you don't have to cook for the first meal. And you can just relax. Okay, they're gone. Do you have a door for me? Let's beat them first. Come on. Man can't stand. Man. Yep. Can't see, can't fight. That was easy. No, what? What? I missed. How we doing this? Oh crap. Well, not that way. Why? We gotta beat these guys. Come on. That's one. Eye strike. And that's two. Big guy 0. Me 1. What's in this door? I have a bad feeling about this. Is there any hidden rooms in here? Just to make sure we don't have any more health rewards. Oh yeah, this one.
Hey, didn't you hear what she just said? We're closed for the night.
What was that sound? Where's the voicemail from?
Not voicemail, sorry.
What's the music video of? No! Come on! Why'd you have to stomp on my face right as I was about to?
So I tried it out for 20 minutes every day for 5 weeks, and here's what happened. This $69 Special Forces...
Private party. Back off! She can't keep up! Yeah? Come on, hit me! Pity you! Please don't hit me!
Where is Sean?
Dang it.
Yes, this is looking out. I'm sorry, what was the area?
Yeah. Thought it was over.
Okay. Well, I am looking for a job, but when I look further into the True Green position that I applied for at the time, I realized that it was like a more physical task than I could handle. Yeah, I am. I have some physical disabilities that cause me not to be able to walk or stand for long periods of time. So I don't believe I would be best fit for the position. Yes, remote positions would be awesome. Sure. No problem. You as well.
What was that about?
It was a job offer for True Green, but True Green is like, you have to go around people's houses and adjust their landscape.
And they just wanted to know why you weren't interested in the job.
Yeah, pretty much.
Interesting. Okay.
Private party. Back. Not so tough.
Was included at the birthday just to show us how scary Jabba could be. It was a visual cue for the audience because Jabba's palace was always meant to be unpleasant. But now it looks as though the droid is.
Can't you see there's no place for you here?
Also, a trailer came out for another Trolls movie. Trolls 3 comes out in November.
Really? That's interesting, Jake.
And a very notable quote from the droid, words were his weapons, his tongue was formidable as any blaster. Now, as I mentioned earlier, tomorrow we also have the Bad Batch Season 2 double episode finale, with some bits where Hawk is going to have an interview and other heroes.
Dang it.
And remember guys, this is canon.
going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. I'm Warren Thompson, and today we have some really new, exciting details about not only Kingpin in the MCU, but also Daredevil Born Again, as well as our first look at Kingpin and some recent set photos that were released. Now, if you are not aware, Daredevil Born Again is currently filming right now, and we've seen many set photos of Charlie Cox returning to play the character Matt Murdock. Of course, we've seen him also in his Daredevil suit as well. And like I mentioned, today we get our first
No freaking way.
Dang it.
I think it's something that people are not going to expect, but always with these Marvel old comic stories that are being revisited, reinvented by us actors and the writers, the main thing is to answer the fans, to give them what they want, but try to be original.
Look at that good stuff over there, sweetie.
And so, that's what we're doing on the show. It's definitely an original way to look at this, and it's really deep, really emotional. And by the second season, there are gigantic
Private party. Back up.
payoffs. The first season, I can't say much about that, but fans are gonna really get what they want. It's really quite cool. So, right away, we have the man himself, Kingpin, telling us that this show is going to be different than what we saw
Yeah?
on Netflix, but it's going to pay off.
You're in the right place if it's a fight you're after.
Tell me how you I don't do that.
I hate this guy. Why does he keep popping up on every ad ever?
He's with the fighters.
I'm seeing that guy's stuff everywhere, honey. It's getting on my nerves. So I think he's making money off lying to people. What's it? Yeah. But they put his ads everywhere, and then there's people that do ads of him being like, promoting him, like, oh yeah, everything this guy says is legit.
Because we do know a little bit about the plot of Daredevil Born Again, and this could kind of tie into his character story.
And the stupid thing about it is it's a scam, because he says there's a food that that makes men lose their testosterone, but he never says what it is, and then he makes you go to his page, and then you have to pay to find out what the answer is, which I hate. I think that's stupid. So when you're going at your interview, I'm gonna work on getting back on track on a couple videos today. I'm still trying to upload this Ahsoka one, and if it doesn't upload, I'm gonna have Trevor send me a new link. 'Cause I'm getting annoyed by it. But I'm gonna just move forward and release new content as well. Because did I show you the thing I was gonna tell you before the bad news happened yesterday? So Ahmed Best, who plays Jar Jar and is now the new Jedi. Listen to this. Ahmed Best revealed that Kilrand Beck has been studying martial arts for over 40 years. He has also drawn his own fighting technique, drawing inspiration from Bruce Lee and the style of the unknown, which allowed Beck to get into all these situations and adapt. So I have a video planned for that, because that's pretty exciting. You don't hear many. Obviously, a lot of Jedi styles are based off martial arts, but you don't hear a lot of Jedi like straight up admit that. Because here's the thing: he says the character has studied for 40 years, not the actor. He's not saying, Ahmed Best, right? Like, he might have studied martial arts to do the role and get trained, but he's saying in Star Wars, and you have to remember, 40 years in Star Wars is a lot longer than it can be in real time, right? So, and he's saying that he studied for 40 years and developed his own style. Not many Jedi develop their own style. All their techniques come from, like, what type of lightsaber wielder they are. So a lot of their forms are blended of another form, and that's how they come up with their stuff. Like, some of them are unique. Like, Ahsoka has her own technique, but a lot of her moves she learned from Anakin. So the fact that we don't know who this guy's master was, we don't know too much about him, and the fact that he's a Jedi that has been training in the Star Wars version of martial arts for over 40 years, this could also open the door for Ezra's martial arts powers. But it's interesting because I knew that I was like, yeah, he's dueling the lightsabers pretty effectively, and then he's like, so hopefully we see more of what that looks like for him. Like, is it just, are we gonna get scenes where maybe he's in a bar and he can't use his lightsaber and he just starts going toe-to-toe, throwing punches and kicks? Because I'd like to know what that means. Like, is that just he's so good at saber fighting, or is that, oh, I can totally kick ass hand-to-hand combat too? So I think that's worth doing a video on, because you don't hear this about Jedi very often. So, and then also I'm watching this video about one of my favorite Marvel YouTubers is talking about this news about Kingpin. And it's pretty big. Like, they're already pretty much saying that even though people have reservations about the Daredevil show on Disney Plus being different than the Netflix one, Vincent D'Onofrio's kind of trying to say, oh, don't worry, this isn't going to be like, it's going to be different. It's not going to be the Netflix show, but we're also a different company, so it's different. But he's also saying that that's not necessarily going to be a bad thing. And then he's teasing, much like I discussed, much like Topher said in that rumor, that one of Kingpin's big things that's going to be different from this show and the other show is in the Netflix show, Kingpin was his own man. He had his own companies and his own plans, and he tried to do things from the inside, but he never went after a mayoral position, like trying to be the mayor. And being a crime boss like the Kingpin, being the mayor is a lot of power, and he can do a lot with that. And I think it's very interesting that it not only mentions that this is going to be very hard for Daredevil, but it does tease that he could be the main villain, or one of them, for Spider-Man 4 as well. Because in this report, it says he'll use his mayoral powers against vigilantes like Daredevil, Spider-Man, and both Hawkeyes. Because he debuted, the MCU version of him debuted in the Hawkeye show. So he has a vendetta against both Clint and Kate Bishop. So what I like is they're setting him up against all the street level heroes in the MCU, which is interesting because it's good. I've been saying that Marvel needs a, like, even though the intergalactic threats like Kang and Thanos are great, Marvel needs another villain that's on a level of that, but on a smaller scale. And he's not just an enemy for one person. Like, yes, Kingpin will always be Daredevil's #1 enemy because of what he did to him. But you gotta remember that Kingpin is, New York City is very big, and if all those heroes are living in New York City, they're gonna cross this mob boss. Because the Hawkeye show reintroduced that Kingpin has a daughter, and, or not daughter, I think it's more of a niece. Kingpin's got a niece, and he played an uncle role, and the niece was the new character of Echo. And so what it says in this report is Kingpin is going to not be oh, I'm in Daredevil, and then whenever Daredevil season 2 comes out, he comes back. He's recurring. So if Hawkeye gets to season 2, he'll be back for season 2. But right now, he's confirmed for, or I guess semi-confirmed until we get future Sony confirmation of it. Right now it's being said that, obviously, Daredevil Born Again, given. But before Daredevil Born Again comes out, the Echo show is going to come out, I think, in the fall. And the Echo show is going to feature Kingpin and Daredevil in a major role for at least a couple episodes. So he'll be recurring there starting. And the events of Hawkeye are going to leave him in a very different place, because in the comics, Echo shoots him in the eye, and they ended his story in Hawkeye with a similar fate. So now we don't know if he's going to be wearing an eye patch in Echo, because he's all healed up in the set photos from Daredevil Born Again. So depending on how long Daredevil Born Again takes place before Echo, we'll have to wait and see. But then, as I mean recurring, not only do you have Echo and Daredevil Born Again, but he's also saying that he's in Spider-Man 4. And Vincent D'Onofrio went on, which this is huge news because a long time ago when people were talking about Spider-Man 4 getting started, I already wrote what I think the story should be for Spider-Man 4. And I think, it's a YouTube video, you can go back on my channel, I'll actually send you the link to it so you can watch it if you're interested. But it's basically, I did a long time ago, and it was, my idea is that Spider-Man has always been getting involved, now that he's been in space with the Avengers and everything, he's always getting involved in these bigger adventures. But Spider-Man is meant to be a street-level hero. He's meant to watch out for the little guy. You know, bank robbers robbing the bank. That's what Tony was trying to push him to do in the first movie. But Spider-Man's been trying to push on to those bigger threats. He's been kind of used to clean up a lot of former heroes' old messes. Like all Tony's messes.
Kingpin's daughter in the comics, but Echo is his niece in the MCU.
Yes, indeed. That's true, Jake. I'm talking about mostly the MCU version. But so, in my video that I made, I talk about how there's been several reports and conversations about Vincent D'Onofrio saying he doesn't just want to fight just Tom Holland Spider-Man, he wants to fight all three. Now, obviously, that could just be a fan, Vincent D'Onofrio being a fan of Spider-Man, that just might be a pipe dream, right? Like a thing that makes him excited. But if we get to see him fight all three, that'd be pretty sweet. Now, here's the other thing he says. He also says, even though Spider-Man's a major hero, and even though Kingpin isn't like a super good fighter outside of like, you know, kind of like Scott Adkins' character, he's super strong and can throw people around. He said that if he ends up in Spider-Man 4, he will kick the shit out of Tom Holland. Which, now, I don't want to get too hyped about this because the MCU's let me down before, but insert Mace Windu from Revenge of the Sith. If what you've told me is true, you have gained my trust because that just sounds freaking awesome. And I have dreamed, one of the best things about Kingpin is in the comics and the cartoons, Spider-Man and Daredevil would team up and both of them would fight Kingpin, and Spider-Man would never be able to beat Kingpin alone, so Spider-Man would always get his ass kicked and then Daredevil would have to jump in and save his ass. So I'm hoping Spider-Man 4 is like a team-up sorts of movie where maybe Kingpin's working with other villains, maybe trying to recreate the Sinister Six and build his own kind of criminal underworld, but then also using his Meryl power to do things in the light of day. But then maybe Spider-Man gets in trouble with Kingpin, and it leads to legal trouble, right? Meaning that since Kingpin is the mayor, he has certain rights that Kingpin didn't have just as a crime boss. You know what I mean? Oh, you fall asleep. Okay, where is this? You rest, sweetie.
Kingpin is a big guy, he's gonna be tough to take down alone.
Absolutely. It's gonna be epic, Jake. I'm doing a whole video about this stuff with Kingpin.
That's closed for tonight.
Hey, didn't you hear what she just said? We're close.
What's the matter?
Rocket Money finds sneaky or unwanted subscriptions and makes canceling them as easy as clicking a button. On average, Rocket Money users save over $720 a year. Here's how it works. Just
Dang
open
it.
the app, go to the recurring tab, and here you can see all your recurring subscriptions. Tap on a subscription you want to cancel.
Haven't you had enough?
Cancel now, and you're done. Subscription canceled. No confusing websites, no auto-renew, no long hold times. Want to save up to $700?
Are you nervous?
Don't wait, get Rocket Money right now.
Nope, I ain't nervous with shit.
Line of Fisk seeking the mayoral seat of NYC will be explored in many projects directly.
Come on, Shen. Private party, fool.
Specified that
She can't keep up.
similar to how Netflix and Friends just shown series, respectively. They also specified that even though Dark Reign story arc is one of the inspirations for the storyline, it is likely that at some point in time in Daredevil Born Again, as the mayor. And I also believe that this is going to be true as well. This is awesome to hear because I feel like the MCU is about the new episodes of Netflix, and even when they announced that Daredevil getting this movie, everybody started to say it better be the same as the Netflix series, but what they meant was they hope it's as perfect as possible. We don't want a watered down Daredevil. We don't want a watered down Kingpin. So basically they were saying that they want this to be a mature project, they want it to be violent, and it sounds like that is what we're getting, even though it's going to be different, which is good because this is done correctly.
Any regrets now?
Scenario is going to be quite something. But here's something that I really, really love about this. Marvel and Netflix shows kind of created their own tiny like a fan version of on Netflix, the MCU, but the whole picture is universe. It seems like Marvel is taking that and putting it in the MCU.
Woo!
That we are going to have Jessica Jones as well. Kingpin is also going to appear in the Echo series, but Daredevil is also reportedly going to appear in that series as well. So it basically is showing us that we are going to be getting a street-level story in the MCU that is going to be a bit more mature than the other stories that we've seen so far. And in this story, with all of the heroes that we have, the big bad of this street-level story is going to be Kingpin. And it's
You were not supposed to be part of tonight's.
projects. And so he ultimately becomes the mayor of NYC, which then
Barely keep up.
You disappoint.
Dang it. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna grab a drink. You take some good naps, please. We have you take good naps. Oh, miss. That make you not feel good. That's it. Make me go loco. Loco with my cocoa. You ready for muffins, sweetie? Okay. I'm back, guys. I went to grab a snack real quick.
Supernatural side. So clearly there are big plans for each different sector of the MCU. And right now it sounds like they have pretty big plans for the street level side. And imagine if you get a team of characters that consist of Daredevil, Spider-Man, possibly She-Hulk, Mission, The Punisher, Jessica Jones. And we have that team going up against Kingpin.
Private party. Back off!
The Sinister Six. We know that Spider-Man is going to get 3 more films, plus he is also supposed to get 3 more team up films as well. So 3 solo films, 3 team films. Here's the thing, we know what all of them are going to be, except for one of them. We have a new Spider-Man trilogy, so those are the solo films. And then of course we have the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. What's left is a team up film. Well, it could be sort of a street level Avengers team up film, where him and a bunch of other heroes take on Kingpin. Because Spider-Man right now is living in New York fighting crime. Well, if a huge crime boss is set up shop in New York and is about to run for mayor and eventually becomes mayor, that is definitely going to affect the story of Spider-Man. So I'm thinking that Spider-Man definitely, and within the MCU, is going to run into Kingpin. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that's when we get our Spider-Man interacting with Daredevil and other characters as well. This could be huge. And again, based on what D'Onofrio said, it sounds like everything is going to be really, really great. But hey, let us know your thoughts about all of this in the comments down below. And let us know if you would like to. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you can stay up to date on the latest MCU news. You can always follow us on Instagram and Twitter as well. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about season 3 of The Mandalorian, but before we do start,
Where is Sean?
Subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know.
He's with the fighters.
And channel
For the burning.
Also, don't forget I have a membership program. There's 3 tiers to that. Make sure you join one of them. And as always, once you're done watching this video, go check out my last one so you get schooled on some news and give it a thumbs up as you watch. Let's start the show. Brendan Wayne, who is one of 2 Mando body doubles, offered a tease towards this. In an interview with Star Wars Sessions podcast, Wayne hinted at an intense upcoming scene between Bo-Katan and Mando. And this is what was said. There's a scene between Bo and Mando, and it is, I don't know, anything shows as far as what was going back and forth this with us, but I think it's going to as you see, I had a great issue with that, and it was understand one another. Different parts of the Star Wars fandom have begun already kind of like wanting to see if this is going to turn into like a love romance for the other half of the fandom. Kind of like we want to see it be, you know, this epic rivalry, and we want to see both of them, you know, go against Dan and kind of like your favorite stuff. I want to get your guys' opinion on that. But again, these comments about the season 3 could certainly apply to this. Again, the romance, describing the scene as super intense, as he said, in both physical and verbal ways, could hint at the two potential, you know, outcomes: a scene in which they confirm feelings for one another, or an intimate sort of argument. But as everything right now is still unclear at this point, one thing is clear though: that season 3 of Mandalorian is going to further explore Din and Poe's relationship, which could reach an exclusive point at any point. I think only, you know, who's there is probably going to be this, you know, I think it's actually Gato. I think there's going to be something about the Mythosaur. I think there's going to be a back and forth with them about, you know, and bring it back to what it once was. I don't really know if it's going to be a romance or some fight for the Darksaber just yet. But guys, comment down below. What do you guys think? Do you think that this is for, you know, they both come clean about, you know, how they feel about each other? Or is this just simply business about the Darksaber and hey, remember, for more Star Wars content, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell as I have more content out tomorrow. Don't forget to
No artificial ingredients and no antibiotics, ever. But convenience and perfect balance. Just right, just fair.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about a hidden detail that ties the Kenobi series to the Mandalorian. But before we get started, remember, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so you always know. Also, don't forget I have a membership program that's right down below. You can simply join by joining as there's 3 tiers to that. And once you're done watching this video, go check out my last one. Give it a thumbs up as you watch. Let's start the show. The camera back is described by the actor as the supervisor of the Jedi younglings. It makes sense that he would be the one to protect them. However, though, this does highlight the unfortunate reality of such a tragic event as Order 66. In that Kevin was not a very powerful and series to highlight this with the huge detailing of the watching experience of Reva's character and her fellow close tonight. From Star Wars. But comment down below. Let me know what you think
Hey,
about Grogu.
didn't you hear what she just said? We're close for the night.
Could it be that he possibly has relations to Yoda? Or could it be that he is their child? Or it's just simply because their species is obviously, endangered and they want to keep them safe? Let in the comment section with your thoughts and theories about Star Wars content. Subscribe to the notification bell so you're always in the know as I have another video tomorrow. And don't forget to join the membership program. There's 3 tiers to that. And as always, the Eternal Sith. Then, now, forever.
Are you nervous?
I'm online, everyone, if anyone wants to start a party.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about Keller and Beck, but before we do start that, remember, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know. Also, I have a membership program. There's 3 tiers to that. Make sure you go check it out, and make sure to join, as that's great support towards the channel. And
Come on, Chad. Kick it. There's no place for you here.
Let's start the show. Challenges, which was a children's show. The Mandalorian effectively canonized this character, which makes this character so much more fascinating. So Best is so happy to be back, as we know that he plays the iconic role of Jar Jar Binks, and he had been facing a lot of challenges after playing that role. A lot of backlash was given, and it's really,
Private party.
sad.
Back up.
Kind of like when Hayden Christensen reprised his role as Anakin, he came back, and the fans were happy and excited to see that, as now Ahmed Best is back for more, but not just as Jar Jar Binks, as a Jedi Master, and this is exciting to see. But with Ahmed Best talking about the character, he still
Can't you see there's no place for you here?
Now we know there's no secret that there is more to tell concerning Grogu, especially from the past. They mentioned that at the end of this flashback in The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 4, it's still not over, especially now that it's 25
That can't be possible.
Or did finds him in The Mandalorian, meaning finding Grogu. I mean, this could open the door for Ahmed Best's wish to be created and continue
Please don't hit me.
Keller and Beck's story. Now, this is being done either in a spin-off centered entirely
Oof.
subscribe, like, and notification bell, so you're always in the know.
I'll download it, Zarkus. I will download it, Zarkus.
Just sweet enough to make 4 p.m. feel more like 5. Pods is your personal moving and storage team for moves across town or across the country.
Welcome back, Eternal Sith fam, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the next episode of season 3 of The Mandalorian. Welcome to the start of the subscribe, like, and notification bell, so you're always in the know. Also, don't forget to check out I have a membership program. Make sure you join this community. Now, if you're watching this video, go check out my last one. Give me some of the best bunch. Let's start the show. Episode will be the longest episode as you see. Episode 2 is 42 minutes, and episode 3 is 46, and this one will be 41, which will make it the third longest this season. Now, chapter 21, episode 5 is directed by the Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse director, Peter Ramsey, written by Jon Favreau, and it's also set to debut the same day as the season finale of the Bad Batch, as that's going to be a two-parter, and it's going to be sad to see the Bad Batch go. But you know what? It's been kind of hard to keep up with both, I'll be honest with you, because the moment I wake up, I watch Mando, and then I see the Bad Batch on every day. So honestly, as much as I love having a lot of Star Wars content, I would rather have just one show, to be honest with you guys. But comment in the comment section if you enjoy having two shows come out at the same time, or at least if they came out different days. But the main question about the Mandalorian is, what is going to be revealing, and what are the goals going forward, as we're already almost in with the Mandalorian, as well as we're already in episode 5. Only
Play
3
some
episodes
FIFA,
left,
bro.
guys. Isn't that crazy? We're already almost done. And even though the Mandalorian, again, the next episode is only about 10 minutes long,
What do you want me to play? What's FFA?
that time, and it can point us in the direction of
What game is that you're asking about?
episodes. As a whole thing, us as the fans, we have an idea of what the story is. We know that it's about restoring Mandalore, but this is also worth noting. This is the 5th episode of the Mandalorian's 2nd season.
What kind of game is that? I've never heard of that before.
Action and further
What is?
quest to return Grogu.
Oh, I'm not a fan of those kind of games. Is that a soccer game? The only EA sports game I play is UFC.
It's football.
Okay, yeah, I don't play football usually. My friend Jake Silvers plays football.
It's called football, not soccer.
Yeah, I don't play soccer or football. Hello there. I didn't see the party right away.
Oh yeah.
Are you off today?
Yep.
Sick. So am I. So I'm so excited about this Kingpin news, man. You know me, I've been feeling iffy about Marvel lately, especially after the Jonathan Majors news.
Yeah.
Sure, you can give me a tip, Air Productions, go ahead. But I literally, but one thing I will say is I literally, I love, if this Kingpin news is true. Okay, Air Productions. I thought consistency was what people wanted. And I haven't posted every day. I've been busy, so I'm on a different schedule, but thank you. But yeah, I'm so happy about the new stuff coming out. Like how do I put this? Like if this Kingpin stuff is crazy because, you know, with the MCU stuff kind of going in a, I guess we'll call it a mediocre area. Like, you know, we haven't seen the Marvels, we don't know what to expect from that yet.
Right.
But you know, it's been rough so far, and we still have no word on what's going on with Jonathan Majors.
Because then for you, you have more time to edit and make content, and it provides demand.
Yeah, like.
Absolutely, Air Productions.
Yeah, like I said, Kingpin's a big guy. He's gonna be tough to take down alone.
Yeah, and so I was watching this video, and what they said was really good. So you know, Spider-Man's new contract with the MCU says he's got 3 movies as solo movies, right? Mm-hmm. But then he's supposed to be signed up for 3 team-up movies. We know what 2 of those movies are. We don't know what the 3rd one is. So the 2 we know about are that he's going to be in Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. Mm-hmm. Now we'll see what happens with Kang Dynasty, because we kind of need to see what happens with Kang first. But that means that something I just thought about when watching this guy's video is you could expect to see something along the lines of like maybe there'll be a street level team of heroes going up against Kingpin, and it will be like the New Defenders, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then that team will include Spider-Man. So like, because you're gonna have Daredevil. I mean, there's a lot of people they can bring in. I heard that because apparently the new report about Kingpin that Topher shared yesterday said that if Kingpin becomes mayor, he's going after both Hawkeyes, Daredevil, and Spider-Man. And Vincent D'Onofrio said something pretty interesting yesterday along that interview. You know what he said? He said he could kick Tom Holland's ass. like he was.
I heard you say that, yeah.
Isn't that crazy that he's just like, yeah, man, I want to kick Tom Holland's ass.
Yeah.
Thanks for the tip, Air Productions. I appreciate that, man. So is this news, since you're going to be talking about this on the podcast, are you excited about this, Jake?
Yeah.
And what do you think about him saying that Daredevil season 2 is pretty much already, it's happening, like practically?
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, I feel like they just know what they're doing. And I love the fact that they said that Kingpin's going to be recurring. Because outside of Thanos and Kang, the MCU doesn't have recurring villains. You know, like, they like to kill their villains. So, like, the fact that we're gonna have a recurring villain that could be a threat for multiple heroes is awesome. Like, that makes me really excited. Like, and Kingpin, even though it was different than the Netflix show, I really loved how they used Kingpin and Hawkeye. Like, I liked that in the Hawkeye show, it was a much more grounded show, and even though Netflix had a big budget, they were trying to make Kingpin seem more realistic, right?
Right.
but in the MCU, they can make him super powerful. And as we saw, you know, he was able to throw Hawkeye like a rag doll. Same with Kate. Like, he was pissed.
I heard something about maybe them splitting
Daredevil Born Again into...
into like separate parts of the, because the season one's so long.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea. I'm not against it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all, man. It's not a bad idea at all.
I mean,
and they're still posting about this War Machine stuff, really.
Season one's supposed to have 18 episodes, so... Or 18.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe they think this is gonna save their game. Are they that stupid? They're still posting about the stupid War Machine DLC in Avengers, Jake.
Oh, God.
And I'm just like, they didn't do anything. They just gave Tony a new suit. It's not Rhodey. Why do people care? I mean, I don't care.
Like, dude, when Kevin Feige announced that this Daredevil Born Again was show was gonna be 18 episodes, the crowd went crazy at San Diego Comic-Con last year. Like, no more of that 6-episode bullshit.
Of course not. Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that for Daredevil. I mean, come on.
Yeah, Daredevil needed something big. Interesting. This is the first word we've gotten on this. Jason Momoa believes Aquaman will absolutely be involved in the new DC universe.
Oh.
Even though it says Momoa's future has been in question, whether he'll be playing another character, even though we know he's moving forward, he says, What do you think about that?
I'm okay with it.
I think that's pretty cool. I want to see more of him. I think he's a good character. It was pretty cool. I want to see... Someone said that there was... Have you been following all the Daredevil Born Again set photos, Jake?
Some of them, yeah.
Because somebody told me there's a Daredevil Born Again set photo out there of Matt Murdock in a Daredevil suit, and I haven't seen it yet. Let's do this. Set pictures. Because if I find this, I'm sharing this immediately because I need to see this. Okay, I see flashback scenes being filmed for set. So far they're just posting about the yellow suit. I don't see anything of him in his actual suit yet. We also haven't seen John Bernthal on set yet, but I heard he has a massive role in the show, so I'm sure we'll see him soon. I'd imagine it'd be very soon. Because Kingpin just walked up on set, and Vincent D'Onofrio says that both John Bernthal and obviously Daredevil are a huge part of Daredevil Born Again. But I mean, it's a given that Daredevil was a part of Daredevil Born Again, so that was kind of a silly statement.
It's his show, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm a bit more surprised by John Bernthal having such a huge role because the fact that they announced him so late in the game. Like, they announced him a week right as they were about to start filming. So it's like, they're saying he's a huge role. I wonder how long they knew that he was going to be a part of the show because they announced him literally a week before the show. Now, there were rumors that he was going to appear originally, but I mean, that was just, now that we got the actual confirmation. It's interesting that it happened a week before they started filming and we haven't seen set photos of him yet. But maybe he's been on set, but they've been hiding him as well. So you never know. I don't know, I'd imagine we get one set photo of him. I mean, people know what John Bernthal looks like as the Punisher. They're not going to change his outfits that much. I mean, because what can you really do? What can you really change about the Punisher? I mean, you can give him new versions of a black suit with a skull on it, but at the end of the day, it's the Punisher. It's not like a new Daredevil costume where there can be different colors and different changes. So they don't really have a lot to hide. I do believe, from what I've heard, especially with the runtime and the amount of episodes, that Daredevil's supposed to have more than one outfit in Born Again, especially because remember what happened in She-Hulk? That guy, the guy that made his yellow suit, said that he made him more suits.
Okay.
Now, some people took that as like, oh yeah, business suits included, like his actual lawyer suits. But I think it was meant to insinuate that there's other Daredevil suits. I'm hoping one of them is a new red one as well, because I want to see Daredevil back in the red again. But I also would like to see one of the black ones from the comics as well. What about you? Where are you at? Which costumes for Daredevil you wanting to see?
I don't really care.
As long as it's badass. Is your niece excited for the Bad Batch finale tonight?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Is she more excited about Bad Batch or to see what happens with Mando next?
She's a little more excited for Mando, but
I don't know, man. 2-part finale. Remember what happens the last time we got those 2 episodes with Rex?
it's true. But yeah, we'll see.
When it comes to finales, when it comes to Star Wars, specifically with the first season finale. Do you remember the big thing that happened in the season 1 finale?
Man. I have to remember.
I can remind you if you don't remember. It's a pretty big moment in Star Wars history, though.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Tarkin blew up Camino, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That was the big thing. So you have to think, with it being the season finale of season 2, and especially with season 2 recently having some mediocre episodes, but some really good episodes. And remember, they're still on that planet. So big shit's gonna go down.
Yeah.
I still think the fact that they've been keeping Crosshairs in that machine, eventually there's gonna be something where Crosshairs just totally goes Winter Soldier and just goes for the Bad Batch to go get Omega. But something I've been hearing about was Crosshairs said something in the last episode about Order 99, right? Or Project 90, or Project 88. You remember when they talked about that?
Yep.
And we still don't fully understand what that is, but I also heard that in the finale, we might be looking into Project 99. Now, why that's such a big deal is Project 99 would be the main Imperial objective to capture Omega.
Ooh.
And if that's true, they know where to find her. So,
True.
because Crosshairs might not know, but somebody's going to be able to track her somehow. I don't believe there's a planet out there that the Empire won't be capable of finding. So, they have their resources. In terms of finale for Bad Batch, I only really want one thing, and if we get it, I'll be very happy. My biggest prediction for the finale for Bad Batch, and I'm going to do a video about it, is we started to see this in... Was it this episode or the episode before? We started to see it in the episode, was it the last episode? No, we started to see it in the episode with Echo going and getting different clones, right?
Right.
My prediction has always been that this show and this season has been building up ending with a clone rebellion versus the stormtroopers. So my hope is that, one, we've already seen Echo, so hopefully we see the return of Rex, and hopefully everybody's coming in to fight, because you know the clones aren't happy. Like, this whole season has been building up the stormtroopers taking over the clones, and they weren't happy about that. So how poetic would it be to have a war between the clones rising up against the stormtroopers? And then we could see some of our favorite clones back in action again. We already know Gregor's back. We know maybe Wolf could be back. Maybe Cody could come back for a little bit again, because we haven't seen him since episode 3. But seeing Rex and Echo in action together, dude, that would just be awesome. You know you want to see Rex in action again.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, man, I think a clone rebellion is in the cards.
I mean, I would love to see Rex together again with Cody, like...
Yeah, see, my thing is, I want to see Cody too, but I'm not going to get too excited about the possibility of seeing Cody, because I don't want to be disappointed. Because one thing I thought about was, I've heard for a while that Cody's next storyline might go live action instead of animated. Because they were talking about how Tamron Morrison, who plays Boba Fett, originally was supposed to be in Obi-Wan season 1. Well, actually he was as another clone, as a cameo, but Cody was supposed to come back originally till they changed the story. Like, when it was a movie, it was supposed to be Cody was bad and found Obi-Wan on Tatooine, but now we know Cody's good. So something that a lot of people have been talking about is, if we ever get an Obi-Wan season 2, and if anybody wants an Obi-Wan season 2, what would be a good story to see? For me, have Cody and Obi-Wan reconcile.
Yeah.
Have him come to Tatooine and be like, hey man, I'm sorry that I nearly killed you, but you seem like you made it through all right. Like, just have a nice moment between the two of them. But I also think that a reunion with Rex is needed as well, so I would be down for Cody in the final episode as well. I just haven't heard anything about him being involved in more Bad Batch, but you know, they can keep surprises. They can bring people. Like, I didn't know. I knew there would be an episode of the Zilla Beast, but I didn't know which episode it was. And there, the Zilla Beast just showed up. So, with these shows, never expect, because surprises come out. Because I hate to quote John Campea, but we're now living in a world where Jar Jar Binks can be redeemed and play a Jedi. So anything is possible. But I do have a video about him I'm working on today, Jake, that you'll really like.
Okay.
I'm talking about, I'll be completely honest, as much as I'm excited for the Bad Batch finale, after I watched the Mando episode twice, and I have new thoughts on the episode. So, when I first watched the episode, I knew we were going to get this big Order 66 flashback, and I was so excited because I set myself kind of up for failure, right? I was hoping that we were going to see when that door opened, because when you see it in the trailer, they make it look like with all their tricks in the trailer with the trailer magic that it's not going to be clones busting down the door and it was going to be a lightsaber. You know? So, because something was cutting through the door. So, when I had seen that trailer, I was like, oh, dude, could this be Anakin just coming in here and wiping out all these Jedi? And we're finally going to see what we wanted to see since Revenge of the Sith? No. And then, when the clones bust down the door in the episode, and then I see this new Jedi I've never recognized, I'm just like, what is this? Like, this is not what I was expecting. So, I kind of was, because I was expecting Anakin to come and then kill a bunch of Jedi, I was a little disappointed the first round. Because I wanted that so bad. You have to understand, you know, like I
understand. I can understand.
But then I watched the second episode, or not the second episode, then I watched it again. And now that I know that this character is Ahmed Best and he gets the redemption he deserves and he doesn't get to be hated as Jar Jar Binks anymore because he's playing an entire new character, and the fact that he originated on some children game show thing and then they brought him into canon here. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I want to see more of this character. Like, I hope he's in more of the season, because at the second viewing when I watched him, I was like, this is such a cool thing for the Star Wars community to do, and I'm interested in learning more of this character.
Right.
And then that interview came out, and it said that, and Ahmed Best, who played Jar Jar and now plays this Jedi, he says that this character has been training in martial arts for 40 years to learn how to adapt and be in different situations. And he didn't say the actor himself was training in martial arts. He said the character was. Now, why this is interesting is we don't know many Jedi that have, like, said that they've studied martial arts. Like, we know that they can punch and kick and they have lightsaber moves and stuff, but when's the last time you heard a Jedi, outside of the rumors about Ezra having, like, Karate Kid force powers, when's the last time you heard a Jedi say that they've been studying martial arts for 40 years? It hasn't happened, right? Like, you can't think of anyone where that's happened. So this is a pretty exciting opportunity, because it's like, what does this mean? Does this mean we're going to see a scene later in The Mandalorian where maybe Grogu and him are trying to get through a bar and, like, just have a drink and escape, and maybe he can't use his lightsaber, so he just starts chopping people down and kicking and punching? Like I would lose it. I would love it, honestly. Like I want to know what this means. I hope this isn't just a throwaway article line explaining how powerful he is. I hope we actually get to see it, because Carl Weathers, who directed the last episode, just said that we were going to just said that we would see more of his character. So hopefully we'll see more. Maybe it might not be in this episode, like it might be sprinkled throughout the rest of the season. But the other thing is, here's the only thing I'm getting really worried about, Jake. I love The Mandalorian, but The Mandalorian is shorter than Bad Batch, and even though we've gotten some pretty bad Bad Batch episodes, like there's been pretty bad filler ones, we've had sprinkled throughout at least 4, 5, 6 good ones now, you know?
Yeah.
So here's the thing I'm worried about. We're entering episode 5 this season. Mm-hmm. Episode 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Now, there were some cool things in it, but the story hasn't really been moving forward yet. You know, we're stuck on this planet, and we're trying to, you know, bond with the other foundlings and trying to get Grogu to be a Mandalorian, and which is all interesting stuff, right? But where's our villain, right? We're in 5 episodes. We're coming into episode 5. Gideon better start showing up, man, because we only have 8 episodes in Mando. We only have 8. So these next 4, they better start cranking up the volume to 11, because we need some serious stuff to start happening. That's the only thing I'm getting a little worried about, is because there's the last 4. These last 4 need to be amazing to redeem this season, because so far the first 4 episodes have been kind of like, you didn't watch any of these episodes and go, oh my god, this episode was amazing. Like, every episode we've watched is like, yeah, it was good, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember when we were watching season 2? Every episode was like, oh man, this is amazing. And then there's Boba Fett, there's Luke Skywalker, like, there's Ahsoka. Like, where's that feeling, right? We don't have that. It's not there yet.
Yeah.
And remember, one of the things that made season 2 amazing is who was the central villain in season 2? Gideon wasn't in prison.
Yep.
So Gideon needs to get out of prison, or he needs to show himself from his plan, like now, like yesterday. Like, we need him in tonight's episode because we need that urgency. We need that threat.
Yeah, like, I know that the main story of the season is he's got to make himself Mandalorian again, like bring back his trust.
Yeah.
Gain back his trust. Maybe at the end of tonight's episode, Gideon probably shows up and tries to start to stop him.
Yeah, just imagine. Just imagine. Now, you have two things I want. You do not know what you possess, but it will be mine. Because before he just had Grogu, which he wanted. Now he's got Grogu and his saber that he wants. He'll be like, you know, first you take the child from me, now you steal my weapon.
Maybe he doesn't want what he wants, but maybe he just doesn't want him to have what he wants because he doesn't want to be Mandalorian anymore.
True, that's true. I mean, I just feel like Gideon liked using that lightsaber. I think he's gonna want it back.
That's true.
Plus, Gideon works for the Empire. They don't have to follow the rules of honor. If Gideon wants to take that saber, he can just take it. There's nothing that's stopping him. Because the Empire doesn't have a code of honor. Like, that's the thing, is they never told us what happened between Bo-Katan and Gideon and how she lost the Darksaber.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess what's happened is Gideon is so ruthless that because Bo had to follow a code of honor, I'm guessing Gideon probably did something that was against the rules and just kind of went, oh, we're the Empire. We don't have to follow those rules. Like I would, because I'm trying to imagine, Mandalorians are some of the best fighters in the galaxy. How do you lose to someone that's a high-ranking general in the Empire? When the Empire's foot soldiers are like, they die instantly. So if you're their boss, you're not that high over them. So it's like, how would Gideon beat someone of Bo's skills as we've seen? And you look at how Bo wields the Darksaber in, what was it, episode 2?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
like
at the end, and the season 2 finale, Bo-Katan pretty much gave the Darksaber to Din. So
yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what the heck is going on with that, because she should be mad. She wants it so bad, but she's not acting like she wants it. And I'm just like, but she wanted it.
We need an explanation for that, because usually, if you have to beat somebody in combat to be able to.
Yeah, and he was gonna give it to her, and then she says, no, it doesn't work like that. I have to win it from you. And now they're like best buds of the same tribe. Like, no, they need to be fighting for the saber, because that's what needs to happen. And it doesn't even matter if Mando wants to rule Mandalore or not. It just matters that Bo wants to rule Mandalore and she needs that sword. So
Bo knows rules.
Yep. Din might not care, but maybe Din just really likes that sword and wants to really learn how to use it. And he's like, I'm gonna fight for it.
Right.
Granted, every time he's used it, he's like, he's got the Thor effect going on where he can't lift it.
Yeah.
Which I still don't know how I feel about that yet. I hope they fix that, because I don't know if I like that it can just be like, that you have to be worthy of it, that so for it to be like moved. Because it's just supposed to be a lightsaber, you know? Like, I get the idea of being worthy to wield it from the standpoint of, like, beating someone in combat. But the thing I don't understand is the last owner of the Darksaber after Bo was Gideon. And Mando beat Gideon fair and square. So by the Mandalorian code, it should belong to him. And it should work for him, because he literally beat Gideon. They fought Saber versus Beskar staff, and Mando won. So those were the rules of the thing, right? It was honorable combat.
Right.
And he won, so that... Yeah, I just hope we start getting into, with this being episode 5, hopefully we're getting into the end game now. But the good news is, I did find out...
Infinity War.
Yeah, there you go. Well, the good news is, I did hear that this episode, just like the last episode, was directed by Carl Weathers. I heard apparently this episode is directed by the person that directed the first Spider-Verse movie. So that could be interesting. I just laugh. I'm like, oh man, too bad Peyton Reed isn't directing. We can see some ants or spiders again.
Oh god, yeah.
Because that's a recurring theme with him, so I thought that was funny.
I mean, dude, that was just perfect. Like, Ants vs. Spiders in the episode that Peyton Reed directed. Like, that's hilarious.
Yep. That man loved his bugs. Yeah, I think good things will happen. I'm pretty confident that tonight things are going to start to cook up. I haven't seen any teases of it, but you know, they got to keep their surprises. And the cool thing is there's not any more screeners for any more episodes, so everybody watches the episodes at the same time. So John Campea doesn't get to watch it earlier than anyone else. Nobody gets early access. It's everyone watches the episode at the same time. So that way secrets don't get out. I am still hopeful with there only being 8 episodes. There's still a couple characters that they told us are going to show up that haven't shown up yet. For one, Cobb Vanth is supposed to show up at some point, and he hasn't shown up yet. Because we know he survived at the end of Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, because he was in the coma.
Yep.
Hey, Media Merchant.
Oh, he gave a new stream. That's awesome.
I'm only human after all.
Yeah, so I definitely think that that we could see him again, and I'm still hopeful because of the stuff we went through with Mando season 2 and then Book of Boba Fett not being so good. I'm still hopeful that Din's gonna get some help from Boba Fett. I'm still hoping that we get to see Boba show up.
Yeah, like I like Book of Boba Fett. A lot of people didn't, but I liked it.
No, I did too. I just want more Boba because I love the character. So I want to see him anytime I can. So
like I think the reason why people didn't like Book of Boba was it felt like Mandalorian season 2.5.
yeah.
Which I get.
Yeah, that's because they made the choice to not make Boba be the ruthless killer that he was in the old, like in Mando season 2, he was ruthless, and then we go to his show and he's not as ruthless as he was. Hey, one player, welcome, man. How you doing? But I do think if we see him in Mando, it'll be pretty sweet. I mean, we know there was some pretty big tension between him and Bo-Katan in season 2, so
yeah,
I'd like to see him see him call her princess again.
Life is fun, but I don't think it's Joe's type of game.
Thanks, one player. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I don't play that game usually. Someone asked me to play a football game in my stream, Jake, today, and I said, yeah, you want to talk to someone about sports games? Talk to my friend Jake. I told him the only EA game I play is UFC. From like EA Sports, right? Because they want me to play something, some football game. It wasn't Madden, it was like FFA or something. Come on in. Want to fight? You wish to fight? Come on.
Oh, FIFA? Oh, that's
Yeah.
a soccer game.
Yeah, they called it. Yeah, that's what I said. They're like, it's
Plus, because of the size of Joe's channel, it's best he gets as many vids out as he wants.
Absolutely. Thank you, one player. I got lots of good videos for you guys today too. I've been having trouble downloading this one video I was trying to put out for you guys. But I do have some good news.
In every other country, we call football not soccer. Hit asterisk.
Yeah,
That makes sense. But on the one hand, one player, I do have some good stuff for you today.
I actually don't remember doing it.
Yeah, they must have lived in a country where they call it football.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we'll talk about the we got videos for the MCU today.
No, I'm good. I actually don't have a car at the moment, so.
Private party.
No. Alright, no problem.
Just an insurance call. Trying to get you to buy their insurance or something for a car. Yeah, so like I have a video about Kingpin today, one player. We're gonna do a John Wick spoiler talk today, and we're gonna do John Wick. Oh,
hey, Playboy Parker.
yeah, and then I'm gonna do all the John Wick movies ranked today as well. So that'll be cool. So we got that going on today. It's gonna be pretty sweet, one player. And I got a few other surprises for you as well.
Please don't hit me.
I'm not gonna talk about the fact they're turning Captain America: New World Order into an Incredible Hulk reunion, because I'm saving it for the podcast. I'm going to rage, fucking rage. Because I hope you're ready to see me go on a tangent tonight, Jake Ford, because this is a side of me I don't think you've seen before. Like, I love Sam Wilson, and the fact that they're going to be treating him to just, well, we can't have Hulk, so let's use Sam Wilson to be, like, a Hulk placeholder. Like, no. Hey, FB, welcome. Sam deserves his own movie for his own stories, because he earned that shield, he earned that story, he earns the right to be a good character. It's like, don't shoehorn him in with these Hulk nonsense. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't do this to Steve Rogers. So why is it... And it also makes Marvel look like a hypocrite, right? Because they're willing to give Black Panther his own storyline and do his own thing. But then, sure, they have another black dude in the MCU and he becomes Captain America and they don't think he deserves the same respect? Like, come on. That's disrespectful. 100%. So cool news for you about Mando tonight, Jake Ford. Spider-Verse director is directing it. Yeah, I found that out today, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Don't think it will mean anything, but just thought it was a cool little...
Oh my god.
Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something if Spider-Man just starts wielding the lightsaber as a Jedi and showed up and made...
Oh my god.
Only every nerd's wet dream that's ever possible.
Okay.
I mean, dude, we'd have to get... We'd have to get...
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Jake. You're good. You go first.
We were talking about the episode that Peyton Reed directed in season 2 when it was when they had to fight all these spiders. We thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, the fact that they did that. Now I don't like thinking about that man after what he did to Ant-Man.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
But yeah, it's all good. No, it'll be interesting. I think we're in for some good stuff tonight. I gotta check news sources, but I'm expecting we'll probably get some more big news tonight before the podcast. Because usually I've noticed every time that we get ready to do the podcast, there's always one other topic that comes out the day of our podcast. I've noticed, Jake. So we'll see if I get anything else. I've been looking.
For a while, I kind of wanted Peyton Reed to do Fantastic Four, but now, after in the Lost Quantumania, I can get why they didn't assign him.
100%.
But before Ant-Man and Lost Quantumania, I thought, why not just have Peyton Reed direct Fantastic Four? Because he's directed the Ant-Man movies, which is kind of a lot like Fantastic Four, because it's about a family. So it makes sense. But then I saw Ant-Man and Lost Quantumania, and I was like, yeah, okay, I get why you didn't sign him.
Yep. It's interesting they signed, it's interesting that they signed, the guy from WandaVision, though, so that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
He seems like a good director. I think he'll do a good job. I'm not too worried.
Even though we weren't crazy for WandaVision, yeah.
But in the beginning, WandaVision was pretty good, so I thought there was some good episodes. So I definitely won't mind.
Yeah, we just didn't like the way the season wrapped up because it wasn't what we were.
Yeah, probably expecting. Yeah, it all works out.
We were expecting that whole season for Mephisto to be the one behind it, but he wasn't. But hey, now we're actually going to be getting Mephisto special, so that should be interesting.
Yeah, I can see so many people that were so disappointed by that part of WandaVision being like, oh, so now they give us Mephisto.
Yep. Now they give Mephisto credit.
It's like now they're like, no, now we can finally get Mephisto. It's like all the teasing.
And what's interesting is I'm sure he's also supposed to be in Agatha.
Yeah, I heard that too.
So that maybe could they reverse everything and make him behind the whole? No, they won't do that.
Yeah, who knows what they'll do. We'll just have to wait and see what they bring. So you said you watched the trailer, Jake, for Elementos? Did you watch the trailer for Elementals?
Oh yeah, yeah. It looks good. It looks better than I thought it would be.
Speaking of trailers, Jake Ford, you know what I was gonna tell you that came out that I haven't watched yet that I need to still watch? Did you see the trailer for the new Guy Ritchie movie came out yesterday? Yeah.
FPE, welcome.
I might watch it. That was one we're looking forward to, so I'm gonna check that out.
Anything Guy Ritchie directs. Anything Guy Ritchie directs is pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey FPE, welcome to the stream.
Oh, he just entered your stream?
Or should I just call you that guy?
He really be that guy.
Yep.
What are you playing over there today, Jake Ford?
He's on from his phone right now. He's not playing anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's on from his phone.
Are you at school, Jake Ford? Oh, you're not at school. So you just haven't been playing any game? Where is... What were you playing?
$2K what? Oh, 2K Mobile, okay.
Covenant. There we go.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that Bad Batch is good tonight to end the season, like...
Yeah, well, it's a two-parter, and two-parters, and I just checked Twitter, and a bunch of people were posting about it, like, they're trying to tell people to make sure they're watching it, so that's usually a good sign when they do that, I've noticed, when they want to get people's attention on it. That's driving me crazy. Go away, ad. I hate that ad. Okay, let's check this out.
Meet Ahmed, my new interpreter. Why he wants this job? I need the money. Money is the reason he wants.
I'm just watching this trailer real quick, guys.
You don't want to go down this road.
Oh, okay.
For the Covenant, the new Guy Ritchie movie with Jake Gyllenhaal in the lead star. So yeah, we got to. Me and Jake Ford want to watch the Mysterio Army movie. This looks like a different kind of Guy Ritchie movie. Very different. Yeah, this one looks like more like just straight action than that normal comedy stuff like we saw with Operation Fortune. It just looks like if you want to see, yeah. Oh, you watched the trailer now? Yeah, I gotta say, man, it does look really good. I'm kind of digging it. I kind of want to see Jake Gyllenhaal go. Just kick a bunch of ass. And it looks good. It looks like it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah. I just can't believe they're gonna do another Trolls movie.
God, I didn't like the last one. I didn't like the last one at all. I thought the second one was bad. They're making it because of money, dude. That's literally the only reason.
Yeah, I get that.
I'll tell you this. I don't care what the reviews say. I'm not watching Trolls 3. I refuse to do it. I'm not gonna do it. I don't know, whenever they said it's gonna be released in November,
Yep.
I'll just avoid it. Is it coming to theaters or is it doing streaming?
Yeah, it's coming to theaters soon.
Dang it. Well, I guess they gotta give something for the kids. When does the new Pixar movie come out?
Until June.
Oh, that's good. That is, they always like that June window for some of their projects.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's always the Pixar thing. They always like to do that mid-June.
Did you text Sam about that trailer already?
Yeah.
Did you tell her to watch it because you're so excited to take her?
Yep.
I know that's always been you and your sister's thing.
Mhm.
Do you guys remember what the date was for when Titans comes back in April?
It was April. April 20th? No, yeah. I think it's the 20th.
Okay, that sounds about right.
20th or 27th.
Yeah, we'll see what happens because I'm supposed to do a I was gonna do a breakdown to that trailer today, and I was just curious how many days in April.
I'll look back at the trailer. Might have even been the 13th. I'm not positive.
Yeah, because that's something I had in because that was something I had on the board that I didn't get to finish yet. That I was gonna work on that. Because people asked for that trailer breakdown.
13th.
Okay, so it's earlier than later. That's good. Starts the 13th, huh? That's pretty exciting.
It's only a couple weeks away.
That's good. Yeah, this month is gonna be interesting for movies because I can't think of a ton of things that come out this month. Which is crazy considering last month we were just like movie after movie.
Oh my god, yeah.
What did you say about this month?
You said there's a lot of good shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
there is? Really?
Private back off.
Yeah, there was a lot of good stuff this month.
What's the list?
Sonic,
Oh yeah. Oh, this month. Yeah, April. April we do have Mario. That's true.
let me look.
Here. Okay, so yeah, there's a decent. It's another pretty big month. That makes sense.
Yeah? You're in the right place if it's a fight you're after.
That's interesting. That's an interesting list of movies. I'd imagine Mario's gonna be a pretty big movie in that list.
And there's Air, that one with Ben Affleck.
We're watching Air tomorrow, right, Jake Ford? Okay, cool. After closing is always dope. I'm looking forward to that one. It looks fun.
Like, oh, and Evil Dead, Joe.
Oh, that's right.
Evil Dead
Yeah,
comes
that's
out
gonna
in
be pretty
April.
big. That's gonna be pretty big.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay, so Mario and Evil Dead will probably be the biggest movies that come out this month.
My gosh, Evil Dead, that new Evil Dead looks actually really good. I
Yeah,
can't wait for it.
I think it's already got reviews on Rotten Tomatoes already too.
Like, it
Yeah,
actually
I
looks
figured.
really creepy.
Yeah, ever since I saw that trailer, I was like, I don't get scared, but this is probably one of the creepiest movie trailers I've seen in a long time.
Like, come on, the moment that the mom was a zombie and then told the kid to give mommy a kiss, I'm like, hell no!
Yeah, you were probably terrified of that part. So I've been putting off watching the latest episode of The Flash, Jake Ford, because I heard it was terrible. But today, since I'm off today, I'm finally going to catch up on all my TV today and get reviews out for everything. Oh, it's great. I have a review for that today, too. I meant to do it over the weekend, but I've been so busy with all my John Wick stuff. So I have 2 more John Wick videos today, and then I'm going to be back to my normal flow of content.
I mean, Joe, they also said that Gotham Knights was terrible, man. So
I don't care, man. I've been watching that show. I like it. I don't know why people have been hating.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Joe. Like,
oh, because you can't trust critics. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, in terms, I can't trust Rotten Tomatoes either because I think Miss Marvel's still in the 90-something%. So,
dude, you said that you were hearing that the latest episode of The Flash was terrible, but
see, I heard from, yeah, that's true. But I heard from like people I actually trust that like Gotham Knights that the Flash episode was really bad, like that the Flash I told you, man. I told you this. There are two big storylines now that are only going to be the good storylines in the season, and until those stories get done, the rest is going to be crap. Because I think that because they're doing this like graphic novels, obviously episode 9 is the Oliver and Wally episode. That will be the biggest non-big major storyline episode, and then when they get to the end. Final 4 arc of the season, the big villain fight with all the speedsters will hopefully be decently received. We'll see. I don't know. I'm liking Superman and Lois way more than I'm liking Flash right now, and it's not even close at this point.
Yeah. Like, it's just unfortunate that this is the final season of The Flash and it's not going the best.
It's sad, too, because, like, the final season of Arrow was, like, pretty banger. Like, so it's really sad that, like, The Flash does its final season and people love Flash, and then the last 4 or 5 seasons of Flash have not been great, and people are like, oh, the final season will pick it up, it will be good. Nope. I'm already predicting that there's only going to be 2 good storylines this final season. People like season 1 and 2, and some people like 3. But, yeah, after you get past those, yeah, that's fair. I don't disagree, because they're...
The best season of any show in the Arrowverse was Arrow Season 2, dude.
Oh, yeah, will always be Arrow Season 2. I love Arrow Season 2. It's one of my favorites.
Arrow Season 2 is easily the best season of the whole show, and
oh yeah, it's a great season.
Probably the best season of anything in the Arrowverse.
Oh yeah, it's great. Yeah, I mean, I think it's so funny to me when you look at the CW shows and you look at like the Arrowverse and what they did. When you look at the shows that people like, it's really funny that people like the really crappy ones, which is funny because some of them are not bad. Like this might be a bold claim, and I might probably get attacked for this. I haven't seen episode 2 yet, but I would take the pilot for Gotham Knights over half of the Flash's new season right now.
Ooh.
And that's sad because I liked the Flash, but I'm just tired of the same nonsense they do. So like, but I've liked the first episode. Like I kind of like that they're using characters that you don't get to see in the Bat family normally. The action's been pretty good. I actually didn't put off Gotham Knights episode 2 because I didn't want to watch the show. I put it off because I was working all weekend. I just didn't have time to watch it. I was gaming with you guys, you know. So today I'm going to take some time to catch up on all my TV. I figured do a little bit of gaming. I'm going to beat this campaign, try some arenas, and then I'll probably watch some TV. And then tonight we'll get together, and that way when we get together, the only thing I'll have to watch tonight will be our Mando and Bad Batch. I don't think I will. I was thinking about it, but then I was thinking about going, but then Ella's interview got moved to a later time.
And
Yeah.
he's got class tonight, so.
Yeah, I got class at 6:30. It's not a huge movie on my list. I'll see it eventually. I was going to see it because I had a guest that went to see it the other day that recommended it to me, but you know me, I'll get to it eventually. Yeah. Well, there's these guests that I help that I recommend them on movies, and then they come back and they ask me. They'll say they'll go see a different movie that I might not be interested in, and they'll be, oh, you should really see this movie. It was really good, and so sometimes I do that, but
Yeah, I heard that's the fun thing about concessions, like.
it can be. I can't believe what you should have seen. So I talked to Bryn on Sunday, Jake Ford. I remember she went to see Ant-Man the previous night. I asked her how Ant-Man was, and she's like, yeah, it wasn't good. And I was like, yeah.
That's closed for tonight.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny, just how agreement she was of that. Silvers, are you going to see Dungeons and Dragons this week, or are you going to wait a little bit?
Hey, didn't you hear what she just said?
Um,
Are you nervous?
I'll see it eventually. I don't know if I'll see it this week, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, they've been doing a bunch of early screenings for it. I've heard it's a pretty fun movie, so we'll just kind of have to wait and see what the end result is. I know this. I know one thing and one thing only. We may be in the last week of March, but even if an incredible movie came out in the end of March, nothing's gonna take March away from John Wick. Nothing. It's not happening. It's not happening. I don't care if this movie is a 9 out of 10 like people were saying or even crazy. It's not touching it. There's no way.
And even me and Joe were saying this as we were getting out. Fast X and
Mission Impossible, they won't top
Dead
that. I'm
Reckoning,
sorry.
they're
They
not
won't
topping
top
it.
this.
I'm sorry.
It's
They're
not
not.
happening. Like, don't go to those movies expecting they're gonna take that top action spot anytime soon, because it's just not happening. There's no way. I love Tom Cruise. I thought Fallout was amazing, but they can do whatever kind of stunts they want for Dead Reckoning, and I'm sure it will be impressive.
Private party.
But it won't be John Wick impressive. And that's gonna be the thing. Am I still looking forward to those movies? Absolutely. I'm not expecting crazy, amazing action set pieces from those movies.
Yeah.
I think they'll still be really good movies.
What do you? Come on, you get big.
It'd be
And with-
still.
And with Dead Reckoning being a two-part movie, there might be a cliffhanger at the end of Dead Reckoning Part 1.
That's true. There'll probably be some sort of cliffhanger. What'd you say, Jake Ford?
Please don't hit me.
Oh, I thought you said something. Sorry. Yeah, no. There probably will be a cliffhanger with that one, Jake.
Yeah.
I think there's gonna be a cliffhanger at the end of Fast X too, because apparently Vin Diesel just said today that they're already planning details for Fast 11. So
That's crazy.
yeah, but I think 11 is meant to be the last one. So, and then hopefully when 11 gets done, we can talk to Jason Statham and The Rock and finally get back to Hobbs and Shaw 2. Because that's what I would really care about, honestly. I want to see that sequel more than any other Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah, like, I remember when I saw that movie and all those cameos in that movie, like, I was shocked to see Ryan Reynolds in that movie.
The way they used it was so great. And then Kevin Hart's just in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, the Kevin Hart on the plane, yeah.
Yep. Oh, it's great.
I kind of had a feeling that was happened because
The Rock and Kevin Hart.
and yeah, Kevin Hart and The Rock have such great chemistry.
I just really want The Rock to get a new thing that keeps him busy, because I feel, even though the movie for a lot of people wasn't great, I feel really bad for The Rock for what's happened to his after Black Adam. Like, I just feel like he needs a win.
Right.
Because that just really sucks that, one, his movie didn't do great, and then two, I mean, did his movie make more money than Shazam, Jake Ford? Black Adam did? Okay, good.
Oh, easily, yeah.
That's good. I know, but you didn't like that movie, so why do you care? I mean, here's the way I look at it, okay? It sucks to see that, unfortunately, David Sandberg is a one-hit wonder, and it sucks to have that be happening, but see, the problem is, the thing about the first Shazam was, it was just supposed to be a fun little movie. And they tried to make it bigger in this one. And they ultimately failed. Like, it sucks, but I mean, how would you fix Shazam, Jake Ford? Like, what would you do differently? Exactly.
Everything. I wouldn't have let that report get out of that Gal Gadot cameo.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I would use her in a different way that they used her too, even with the cameo being out there. I think there would have been a better way to use her than how they used her in the movie. You wouldn't even use her at all? Okay, that'd be fair. Who would be the villain of your Shazam 2? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Which I think is where all their mistakes happened is... Personally, like, you can blame the director for the crappy storyline you got, but... If anyone's to blame for this movie not being good, it's Dwayne Johnson for not wanting to be in Shazam. I mean, you'd have to think that if he wanted to be in Shazam, that he would have been more of a cameo and he would have had a major role in Shazam too. Like, I'd imagine that he was only a cameo to get him interested, and the moment they found out he wasn't interested, then it's like, oh yeah,
Go back to the drawing board.
Yep. And then they're like, oh, we can create 2 new characters and then create a third male lead that nobody cares about, even though she's going to be the new Snow White. Which was unfortunate. And what a way to waste Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu. You'd think they would have gotten something much better for their talents. And what a sad movie to have the janitor from Peacemaker have to die in too. Like, you'd think he'd get a better fate. Well, if Shazam makes it to the DC universe, and Peacemaker starts hunting Shazam, we know why. Did you catch that at the beginning of the movie, Jake, that the janitor from Peacemaker just gets killed?
Yep.
How did you feel about that when you saw him? Did you recognize him right away?
Yeah.
What did Trevor see when he saw that scene?
Oh, I honestly can't remember. But knowing him, he'd probably be like, fucking cunt!
Probably pissed. I'd imagine there was a lot of stuff like that going on in that movie. I'm sure he was so glad when that movie was over.
That's closed for tonight.
I can't imagine anybody that watches that movie more than once. That would be a horrible experience. I'm not seeing it again. I have no plans to see it. If I'm gonna see any movie for a third time or even a second time, well, actually, it would be a third time. It wouldn't be a second time. The only movie I've seen more than once right now that I would see again is John Wick,
Hey, didn't you hear
and I might even go for a third time.
close for the night?
I mean, Topher even didn't even like Shazam, and that thing.
Yeah, and if Topher found a way to enjoy Morbius, so if he didn't like Shazam, that's definitely saying something. Especially because Topher loves one of Jake Ford's favorite movies too.
Oh, Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, Topher's a huge Multiverse of Madness fan.
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, he just loves himself with Wanda, so I get why he likes it.
That's interesting.
I mean, I get why Topher loves that movie so much, because he always loves the Scarlet Witch.
Very true. He does love the Scarlet Witch.
Like, Topher's one of the biggest Scarlet Witch supporters out there.
Yeah, he's a pretty big fan of the Scarlet Witch for sure. Interesting. Ryan Coogler is developing a new take on the X-Files with a diverse cast.
A diverse cast.
Ooh, this is interesting. We got an update for the Bad Batch finale tonight.
Okay.
It looks like I'm right, Jake. The creator of the show and the writer, Jennifer Cobalt, says Plan 99 #Bad Batch.
Oh, so that means they're gonna be going out to Omega.
Yep, exactly. The Empire's gonna. So I guess the poor Moana planet is gonna get attacked.
Forget about it.
Did you guys like? Did you guys like?
Let's go.
Did you guys like in my review for that episode when they first unveiled that planet? It's like, hey guys, we got Moana in the Star Wars universe.
I get why, never mind.
Did you like that I said that in my review, Jake, when I made that review for that episode?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Moana planet, where everyone is happy and surrounded by water.
Yeah, let's just kill off Omega already. Like, let's make this show the Bad Batch show.
The only thing that's going to make you guys really upset is that we already know the Empire doesn't want to kill her off. They might take her away from the Bad Batch, but we know they have plans for her that do not involve killing her right away.
Oh.
But eventually they could kill her. Yeah.
I mean, if that's the case, you know what the plot of season 3's gonna be, right?
To go rescue her?
Trying to get her back, yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, that'd still be better than her being with them in random stupid planets. So, We also don't know if season 3 is a given yet. It's not been officially renewed or confirmed that I'm aware of. So, but they have a panel at Star Wars Celebration, so it will probably be renewed. I'm gonna guess.
That's what I would have done if I'm a Star Wars Bad Batch person.
You would do
Like
that
somebody who
storyline?
makes that show. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a good idea. It shows progression in their story too, because it's like they in season 1 the Empire was after her and they didn't get her. And
medium light skin tone.
thanks, King of
Or
all.
maybe
Appreciate you coming in.
Or maybe part 1 ends with her getting kidnapped, and part 2 of the episode's gonna be them trying to get her back.
Well, like, I'm still sticking with my plan, baby. I want my clone revolution. I want it. I mean, all you need, man, is Hunter pull a John Wick. Do you want a war? Or you want to just give me a gun?
Oh, I love Hunter.
Yup.
Like, he always has the funniest, like, catchphrases.
Oh, yeah,
That's what I love about Hunter.
Yeah, he does have some pretty funny catchphrases. And then you got Wrecker being Wrecker.
Oh,
hey.
excuse me. Wrecker.
Oh, you were thinking about Wrecker. Sorry. Yeah, I was thinking about Rambo over there. But yeah, Wrecker's good too.
Yeah, Wrecker's my favorite. He's just, he's always just there for...
My favorite member of the Bad Batch isn't even on the Bad Batch, unfortunately, but it's okay.
Crosshairs.
I love my boy Crosshairs, man. What can I say?
I knew it.
I love Crosshairs so much. He's so cold, and I just love it. I'm about it, but I like them all too. I mean, I really just am glad that we're gonna get back to some really big, cool things happening. The fact that they're teasing. The interesting thing is, with the last episode, there was no social media presence. The last 2 episodes, there was no social media presence for it. So, with the fidelity, the fact that they're hyping up a bunch of things is pretty important. And the fact that Plan 99 is something they talked about for a while. Considering it involves that the Empire really wants to experiment on Omega. So, that definitely doesn't surprise me. Sounds like Omega might be going to Mount Tantus. Which could be interesting because Crosshairs is also there right now. Unless they make Crosshairs go get her.
Yeah, maybe he'll rescue her. I don't know.
We'll have to see what happens. I'm still going with the whole Winter Soldier brainwash thing. I think they're gonna do something to Crosshairs that just makes him a lethal killing machine. Yeah. Because if I'm being completely honest, I just don't want Crosshairs. I love the character. I just really don't want Crosshairs going back to the Bad Batch because I know he loves his brothers, but him and Omega, I just can't see him and Omega having a conversation. I can just see him just being like, "Shut up, bitch. What are you doing?"
Pretty much.
I mean, do you not agree, Jake Ford? You think Crosshair is literally just gonna be like, "Hey, everything's cool, guys. I tried to kill you guys. We're cool. Everything's cool." No, he is not gonna be doing that. I know you do. But as much as you hate to admit it, unfortunately, she is actually a very popular character right now. She has a fan base. Honestly, I couldn't tell you the names, but I know a few people are. No, I'm not an Omega fan. Jake knows I've not been an Omega fan. I have been against Omega since day one.
AJ likes Omega.
Yeah, AJ loves Omega. When they announced the Bad Batch show, this was not what I wanted the Bad Batch to be. I wanted a group of survival clones that... But, with all being said, I enjoyed Season 1. I have a Bad Batch shirt. I enjoy Bad Batch. I like Bad Batch. I rank them critically. Is it as good as Clone Wars or Rebels? No, but I've enjoyed. There's been some cool moments, like we had Fennec Shand in season 1, and we had Cad Bane versus Hunter. We had the destruction of Camino. Shut your damn mouth.
I mean, as much as people didn't like Book of Boba Fett, I'll give that show respect for one thing. It gave us live action Cad Bane.
Yeah, then they killed him, unfortunately.
I
Well,
mean,
he's pretty
you don't know that though, Joe.
I mean, they haven't brought him back yet, so... Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, I'm always open for surprises, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Then again, they do have ways to bring pretty much back every Star Wars character now. I mean, because as much as you guys love to torment me with this line very much, considering you love to torment me with the sequels, Jake Ford, like Oscar Isaac, yep, like Oscar Isaac says, somehow Palpatine returned. How is that scene not nominated for the Razzies, man? Like, that has to be one of the worst written dialogue ever out there. What?
Somehow.
That too. That too.
Oh God.
He loves to drive me crazy with that line, Silvers. He loves to use that on me, and I get so upset. Whoever wrote that line needs to be shot.
Needs to be shot.
Oh, good. He's not doing anything I'm interested in anyway.
Just wait till the podcast tonight, Joe. We get to that topic about there's going to be more Star Wars movies set in the sequel universe, or the sequel trilogy universe. Oh God, I'm gonna be.
Oh
I'm gonna
goody! Oh goody! More Rey that I don't care about. Wonderful.
I'm gonna go off, man.
You know what's wrong with Rey. Don't even go there. You know 100% what's wrong with Rey. She's Rey. Did I ever tell you guys about my short story about how I wrote her as a Jedi Master? When people were talking about if they continue her storyline, and like, and literally the first paragraph was 10 reasons why I have a problem with Rey being a Palpatine but also being a Skywalker. And do you know what the #1 thing on the list is?
What?
So imagine she's teaching a class of younglings, right?
Mm-hmm.
With her having the DNA of a Palpatine, what do you think is going to happen when she gets mad at her students? Yes. And then they're going to be like, why did my master just hit me with lightning? Like, we're Jedi, we're not supposed to do that. Yeah, exactly. Why did I just live Anakin Order 66 but in a less interesting way? Like, yeah.
I'm sorry, but Rey did not earn that name.
And I just can't accept someone going from Palpatine to Skywalker. You have the most heroic family going from the most worst family? Like, what? How? She can say Palpatine may be gone, but Palpatine is a part of her no matter what. So, no matter what, she's gonna have her little outbursts and shoot lightning. We saw what she did to that freaking ship already with her lightning. She almost fried Chewie.
Yeah, the moment that happened, I was like, yeah, I knew she was the Palpatine at that moment.
I've been telling people that I suspected her Palpatine roots ever since Force Awakens. With the scene when she's fighting Kylo Ren, she's kind of snarling at Kylo Ren with her teeth, and I'm like, oh, that looks very familiar. Where have I seen that before? So in other words, It was JJ all along.
It was JJ all along.
He started his evil work all the way back in Force Awakens, and many people did not notice it. But as Samuel Jackson says, I recognize it was a decision, but given that it was a stupid ass decision, I've elected to ignore it. Pretty much. That was my feeling on that topic. I watched so many people make videos about Rey being being a Kenobi or another descendant, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to spoil the surprise. It would have been nice. The one thing I'll give Last Jedi credit for is at least they tried to say that Rey's family was nobody's, and I would have preferred that outcome. Because at least then she would have been an original possible character. But
and Babu Freak was the highlight of the movie.
Oh yeah, and Rise of Skywalker, yeah, Babu Frick was great. The thing I don't understand about continuing with the sequel trilogy characters, there's only a couple characters I'd be interested in seeing again, and they already haven't done justice with them, so why would this time be any different? You really think they're finally going to do something interesting with Finn? Or do you really think Finn will come back after the shit they put him through? What do you think, Jake Ford?
Man.
Because you don't want to see him disrespected again? They could have done stuff with him if they actually paid attention to. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if they brought him back, maybe they could make him a new story, but it should have been him from the beginning, but they chose not to.
I mean, we knew that he was force sensitive just from that scene alone where in Rise of Skywalker that he was trying to tell Rey something and he couldn't.
I just hate that they had that idea and then they went nowhere with it. It's like you had the real Jedi the entire time and you didn't do anything with him. Good job. Wasted potential.
I mean, we knew that he was trying to tell her that he's force sensitive.
I mean, I'll tell you this.
Obvious.
In terms of sequel trilogy characters, the only person that seems like is going to come back is Rey right now because, yeah, I'm telling you, man, as long as Oscar Isaac is happy playing Moon Knight, he ain't going anywhere near Star Wars again.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's like, no, I'm good, bro. I'm good. And then Finn, and then
Moon Knight.
Yeah, and then John Boyega's like, no, man, I'll do other things. I don't even have to worry about it. Forget it. So, good luck with your new sequel movies when all you have is Rey. It's probably Rey teaching some younglings or some shit.
Joe.
Yeah.
How would you feel if John Boyega played Miles Morales in the MCU?
That would be interesting, but I don't know if they would do that. There's a lot of other people that I think would want somebody different for Miles.
I get that.
Who do you think they're gonna get from Miles, Jake Ford? You don't care, huh? Thought Miles was one of your favorite characters, though. Shouldn't you care who plays him?
I mean, Joe, what if they do? What they actually do cast Kenny from Cobra Kai?
Oh gosh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
I remember back when season 4 of Cobra Kai came out, and you were like, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, I got the vibe from him. Yeah, I got the vibe of him.
You literally were just like, yeah, they should have Kenny play, the actor play Kenny play Miles Morales.
Yeah, because he's got the headphones and everything. He could have totally done that. I don't think they'll pick him though. I think they'll have someone else. I mean, it just really depends because, you know, we know they're doing We know these Spider-Verse movies could start tying into the MCU, so you never know what's gonna happen. So we will just have to wait and see.
I mean, maybe the actor who plays him in the Spider-Verse movies will play
That's
him.
what I'm saying, yeah. You never know. How old is that actor? Do we know? Do you think an aged up Miles could work?
It could. I think it could.
Would you be okay with him not being as young as he is in other storylines? Yeah, I don't think so either. I think they could do it. I'd be down. I mean, he's done such a great job already. I'll be down. I also think that guy from Stranger Things will be really good too.
Oh, Lucas?
Yeah.
I can see that.
They definitely have no shortage of people that could play Miles, but if I had my pick, I'd want someone who probably already has played Miles, just because why not? I mean, we're living in the world where that's possible, so. And I mean, if Tom Holland does show up in Spider-Verse and ends up meeting up with Miles, it might already be set up. I just want to see Donald Glover finally down the Prowler costume, man. Give me Donald Glover as Prowler, like, legitimately, man. Come on. I gotta see it. I gotta see him rocking the purple and green. I want to see it, man. It looks cool.
I wonder if there's gonna be anything in this new Spider-Verse movie with Spider-Man 2 being right around the corner. I wonder if there's gonna be like any setup for that in this movie with. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder if there's gonna be like any setup.
Well, we know that what's his face who plays Peter in the video game is gonna be in the movie. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, my bad. No, yeah, it could be cool. I'd be down. I could see it happening.
I mean, maybe there'll be some way that they set up a sequel. I don't know.
There's always a way, man. There's always a way.
But that might go over a lot of people's head who haven't played the game. So, I don't know if that's going to work for those kind of people. I mean, it could.
Your alarm's going off, honey. You ignore that one? That's your previous one.
Uh-oh.
What? What's uh-oh?
Oh, somebody got hurt in my game.
Who got hurt?
Somebody on your team.
Well, interesting New World Order set photos came out. Looks like Sam Wilson's got a cast, and it looks like they're at some funeral. Wonder if this is flashback, but this doesn't look flashback. Any thoughts, guys?
Hold on. I'm gonna have to see these.
I'm sending them to the chat right now. I have them.
Okay.
I was literally just rolling up on Twitter and I saw them and I'm like, oh. Ba-bam. Ba-bam. There you go.
Boom, looking for this.
Pretty much. Set photos from New World Order involving Sam Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I just saw these, so I was like, what's going on? Ooh, I got more, it looks like. I don't recognize who those two are, though. That's weird. Probably gonna be someone strong. I wouldn't imagine the leader would be capable. He'd have to send someone to do it for him.
Betty Ross, yeah.
Why would Betty Ross do it? Well, there was the rumor that Betty Ross could be Red She-Hulk a while ago, so you never know. I said Red She-Hulk. Well, you know, you signed the MCU as your #1 franchise, so you might not always get what you want.
Fuck you, Joe.
Yep. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. When I saw those set photos, I was like, oh. This is why I love scrolling on Twitter, because you never know what you're going to find.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
Harvey. Oh, God.
Brace for impact.
Oh, here. AJ was asking with that.
AJ, this is from the New World Order
Oh,
official.
I'll tell him.
Whose funeral do you guys think he's attending? I have a couple theories, but I didn't know what you guys thought.
There you go. I don't know.
You got any guesses, Jake Ford? What is that typing? Is that you playing on a phone, Jake Ford?
Yeah, he's John from his phone.
I heard a typing noise. Maybe it was Harvey. Variety just revealed that Oppenheimer is 3 hours long.
Damn.
Yep. Seems to be the 2023 trend.
Damn.
Private party.
I know who's going to be excited about that.
Who?
Our friend from work, Aiden, will love that news. Because that's his most anticipated movie for the year now.
I mean, I get that. Like, it's Christopher Nolan. I would say that's a good #1. Like, it's Christopher Nolan. You can never not get enough of his movies.
True.
So I get why he would have that number one. Like,
Yes. Oh my god.
oh my god. But Jacob Mommy's black woman. What the fuck? Really, AJ? God damn it.
Who is that lady next to him? Do you guys recognize her? Or is that just a
No.
new military officer, do we
I'm
think?
not sure.
Yeah? What? Wanna fight? Nerves get the
Damn it,
I'm,
AJ.
I'm really curious because this early into filming, that's such an interesting...
New body? What the fuck?
Do you say you got a new body?
That's what he said.
don't hit me.
Where is Sean?
He's with the fighters.
Who could be dying in this movie that there'd be a funeral?
That's a good question.
You say holy
Hulk.
fuck.
I mean, I don't know how Trevor would feel about that.
Trevor's got Caitlyn now, he'll be fine.
It's true. It's true. Oh, Harry left. Okay.
Good news.
Good. Damn.
In today's news, water, wet. Nobody cares about seeing Harvey take on the mic.
Wow.
I thought it was funny, but yeah, I get it.
Damn.
You having trouble over there, Jake?
I just missed a chip shot. Like, an easy shot I should have made.
Which game are you playing right now?
Playing NBA 2K.
Where you at in Hogwarts? You haven't played Hogwarts for a while.
I'm still working on a lot of side stuff because I'm still trying to get that one spell that Topher says I need to get before I'm able to continue.
That's interesting. So he says there's things you need to do before you continue.
Is this mess?
Topher is telling me that there's a specific spell I need to have for the specific boss battle that I'm on. But I'm still working on trying to get that spell.
Oof. Yeah, I'd imagine so. Do you not know where to look for it?
No.
The leg. Ow. I can't believe he said new body.
Yeah, I know.
He just is in a teasing you mood today.
Yeah.
Do you not like that he's teasing you?
It's whatever.
AJ's teasing him, saying that the black lady next to Sam is Jake's new body. Oh, damn. We got the confirmation we've been waiting for from Vincent D'Onofrio about what direction the Daredevil show will go.
Okay.
Vincent D'Onofrio says, reassures fans, don't need to worry about whether Daredevil Born Again will be as brutal as its predecessor, and says it will be violent in both a physical and an emotional sense. How do we feel about that, boys?
Pretty cool.
I knew Born Again wasn't going to let us down. I had a feeling that Marvel was, that they knew they were playing with something really well and they weren't going to let it get screwed up. I mean, I'm glad it's going to be brutal because we want brutal. That's why we love the original Daredevil show. Yeah, apparently he's been doing a lot of interviews lately. He was interviewed about his involvement with Echo as well, and he was saying some pretty interesting things. Yeah.
You can get away with brutal in PG-13 things.
True. Very true. But they still haven't given a confirmed rating too. They could still give us that rating that people were asking for. Because they've still not.
Probably gonna give it something like
You say this game is hard or?
It can be hard. It's gonna get really hard when I start doing the arenas one player, because the arenas are pretty tough. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
I'm just guessing it's probably gonna be something like what?
TVMA.
Yeah,
Maybe.
like Moon Knight was.
Was Moon Knight TVMA?
I can't remember.
I thought it was TV14 or something, but maybe it was TVMA. There were some pretty intense things in Moon Knight.
I'm a little distracted with my game right now.
No worries.
I'll look maybe after.
I got people in my stream, they can always answer the questions for me. Yeah, it can be tough, especially when you get into the new DLC one player, but it's pretty fun. You have this game, right, Jake?
Yeah, I do.
Did you ever play it?
I played a little bit of it.
It's pretty fun, man. And this new DLC stuff is going to be really interesting because the new DLC stuff that I'm trying to beat the campaign before I do, you get to do like a Grandmaster thing where you fight a bunch of dudes in the rain and can recreate the Matrix pretty much. Which is pretty sick. Sweep the leg. No mercy. Who's getting hit first? Bottle to the head. Want another one? I got 2 for you. You can throw me all you want. It won't matter. Oof. Oof. Really? You want to play that game?
Yeah, when I beat Sonic Frontiers for my second time, I gotta remember not to delete it because apparently later this year we're supposed to get a new DLC for Sonic Frontiers that you can play as more characters.
Did you play the other DLC that came out for it?
Well, it's not really like DLC, it's just upgraded graphics.
Okay, and when does this other DLC come out where you can play more characters?
Sometime later this year.
Does that make you excited?
Yeah. I'm curious what characters we could probably like, dude. If Shadow's one of them, dude, all bets are off. I swear to God. Like, oh my God, I will like.
I'll tell you this, Jake. You know I haven't played that game yet, but if Shadow's in that game, I will buy that game.
Yeah.
Just because, as much as I love Sonic, Shadow the Hedgehog is my favorite of the Hedgehogs. So if he goes in the game, you know, I was originally going to get the game when I heard there was possible that Shadow could be in it, but then it turned out it was just like more of a, what was it? Wasn't there something in the end related to Shadow, or they haven't been any teases to Shadow?
Right.
It's okay. When we get Shadow in the actual game, that will make me happy. My favorite Sonic game, Jake, is still the Shadow the Hedgehog video game. If you were wondering.
My favorite Sonic game is Sonic Adventure 2, because that's the game that
Don't you mean Sonic 06?
No, no, no. Fuck that game.
According to Trevor, that's your favorite game.
Sonic Adventure 2 is my favorite Sonic game. Like, Sonic Adventure 2 is the game that introduced us to Shadow.
Oh, really? Was it a pretty good introduction?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, like Trevor even said that Sonic Adventure 2 was the game that introduced us to Shadow, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right, it was. I completely forgot about that. That explains why I love that game so much.
That's true. People are pretty apparently people are pretty upset because somebody just made a tweet saying that Marvel made New World Order a Hulk movie because they don't think Sam Wilson can carry his own movie.
Wow.
How do you feel about this, Jake Ford?
Forget about it.
Did you hear what I said? People are saying that that they made New World Order a Hulk movie because they don't think Sam Wilson can carry his own film. Does that make you upset? Are you gonna go off tonight?
Yeah? Come on.
Probably not. You're not gonna pop off?
I mean, he still lives with his parents, so he probably shouldn't.
That's true. I mean, him and Austin were up till 5 a.m. the other night, so.
Yeah, but it's.
You guys stayed up longer last night? Dear Lord. He said he wasn't going to do that again.
How long did you guys stay up? Forever?
What did you guys talk about last night? Did he stay up that late playing Ratchet and Clank, or what were you guys doing?
I mean, he said he was on his last mission, so that's surprising.
Oh, dang, it took him forever to do it. Isn't that game supposed to be for children, though? I thought children could beat that game.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
I'm not stuck on Fallen Order. I'm going at my own pace. I can beat Fallen Order anytime I want to.
Hey.
And I already beat that game. I'm playing on the hardest difficulty.
Fallen Order
so
is different. Fallen Order is a game that...
Like, you do realize that, I know Austin plays it for nostalgia, but the Ratchet and Clank franchise was designed for kids playing PlayStation. Like, that was its original purpose. You knew that, right, Jake?
Yeah.
No, Fallen Order is not made for kids.
No, Fallen Order is different.
Fallen Order it's a Star Wars game for everyone. And it's not the same because, here's the difference. Austin's never beaten this game. I've beaten Fallen Order many times. But I never played it on the hardest difficulty.
Austin beat Fallen Order.
No, yeah, I'm saying Austin's never beaten Ratchet and Clank before. So it's a different story.
Well, maybe he beat it last night?
Yeah, maybe finally. But what I'm saying is, like, Jake said he was having such a hard time doing it because it was the first time.
Joe, maybe he beat it before, but he wants to replay it to get ready for the new one.
He said he hadn't beaten it. He said it was his first time. Well, wasn't that right, Jake Ford?
Could have sworn I heard him say that he beat it before, but
he said he's been trying to play all of them so he can play the new one. And he said he hadn't beaten the previous one until probably last night. But we can ask him when he comes on tonight, if he comes on tonight. Because he's probably gonna... I can't believe he's been up that late the last couple of nights.
You're probably gonna want to kick your ass again.
You think he's gonna be sleeping in till midnight again?
Oh, God.
I have you know, I want you guys to know this because I don't know if you guys watched the stream. Even though he's beaten me 100 times, do you know how many times he actually won against me last night? He only won 2 fights last night. You know how many I won?
What?
At least 5. So, so the first time I played my custom that didn't have my same stuff in my campaign, he won those first 2 rounds. Then I beat him with Tyrone Woodley, I beat him with Stephen Thompson, I beat him with Conor McGregor, and I beat him with another fighter. Every time we fought, when I wasn't using that custom, I kicked his ass.
Damn, Joe.
I told you I was training for 3 hours. You really think I was gonna lose? Pull Mike Barn, I wasn't just gonna sit there and take it like a little bitch. I was gonna kick the living shit out of him.
Nice.
And like Jonathan Majors says in Creed 3, tonight, I'm coming for it all. Because the more wins I get up to him over time, the more likely that I'm going to turn my whatever 30-something to 100-something. I can change that number. If I just make sure Austin never wins any matches, then there'll be a change. So I learned from him.
It's tough to catch him though, Joe. I'm just saying.
Oh, it's going to take me a long time. But how I do it is I just keep grinding on beating his ass. Every day. Austin, it can be like it can be his routine every day. Austin, wake up, get breakfast. Austin, go to work. Austin, come home from work. Oh yeah, I gotta lose to UFC from Joe every single day now for the rest of my life.
I mean, Joe, he was just waking up last night, so...
Oh yes, I know he was just waking up. But I forgot to tell you the second part of my master plan. I never just train one day. I'm going to do more training tonight as well. So,
that's probably why he was so out of it last night. Like
but he was out of it. He was out of it, but he still was trying to say one-liners to me and still trying to like talk mad shit and beat me, and he failed. Like he was still doing a good job. He landed kicks. He landed blocks. Like, they weren't easy fights. It wasn't an easy victory. But in the long run, it's about who won. And in that situation, it was me. How are you still standing? I kicked the shit out of you. You should not be standing anymore. There you go. Get axe kicked in the face. No mercy.
So apparently... Last of Us Part 1 just came out to PC today.
Really?
That's closed for tonight.
Yep.
So that's gonna be pretty cool, huh?
Hey, didn't you hear what she just said?
Yeah. Not like I'm gonna play it, but I'm happy that other people get to experience it.
How are you gonna feel about how are you gonna feel when they announce the Abby casting pretty soon?
Oh fuck! Don't get me started.
Are those your best?
Who do you guys think they're gonna get to play her?
I don't know.
Whoever it is gonna be one of the most hated people in the Last of Us fan community for that show.
Yep.
Jake will finally have someone new to hate besides Tess.
Oh my god, yeah.
And you hated Tess.
Like, I just didn't... I didn't hate the character, I just didn't like the actress who played her.
No, I know. But that's why every time she was on screen, you didn't like she was there.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, here's Tess. Oh, you can sweep the leg on the big guys too? I love that.
The moment that she died in episode 2, that was just... the moment she died in episode 2, I was just like, good riddance.
You were the same way I was with Kathleen.
Yep.
I hated Kathleen. There are two people on TV shows that I hate more than anything above else right now.
Joe, what about David?
Oh, I hate David too. That's fine. There's three people I hate. David, Kathleen, and Sid are the most hated TV characters for me right now. Hopefully Sid won't be in the finale of The Bad Batch, or hopefully she'll die. That'd be a great finale. End shot of The Bad Batch final episode. Hunter just capping off Sid. Could you imagine that, Jake? We're finally rid of her forever.
Oh god, yeah.
Hey, maybe Crosshairs will do it. Maybe Crosshairs will get redeemed and be like, I hear you boys have a problem with a little slug creature trying to screw you over. Yeah, we do. Well, what should we do about it? Don't worry, boys. I'll take care of it. Because you know Crosshairs would totally kill her.
Oh yeah, totally.
I love Crosshairs. I'm so excited. I'm actually really excited. I gotta find my Bad Batch shirt because I'm really excited to watch Bad Batch tonight. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited to watch Mando too, but I just get specifically hyped about finales of anything. I just always love finales because then it's like, oh man, things are always like that. That's always the best part of a storyline because then things have boiled down to this big thing that's gonna happen, and like, oh man, what's gonna happen? You know what I mean, Jake?
Right.
Like, you feel that way about finales too? Like, you just like, you know it's going down and you just get so excited?
Yeah.
Those kicks are nice, they're pretty fancy, but they won't save you. To quote Thor from Love and Thunder, this ends here and now. I made him trip on the stupid thing. Ooh, can I use it against him? Eye strike, no mercy. Kick the enemy in the face, no mercy. Oh, I got a key to go back and use now. Sweet. Let's go use that then. Which door do we go out? Do we go this door? Find that door. That door's locked. We gotta go out this door. Oh, this is sick, Jake. If you come into my stream, I can hit the punching bags now. In this mission where the guy was training. What time did Zarka say he was coming online?
He didn't say anything.
He said he was doing something with his mom, and then he was coming online. Oh, I got to this part of the mission now? I love this part. See ya! Right in the throat. Bring it on, Gina Carano wannabe, let's go. You ready too, Creed wannabe? I can take you all in one day and won't even change a thing. They're so impressed by my skills, like, holy shit, oh damn.
That can't be possible.
Can't be possible that I'm whooping your ass? Oh, you better believe it's possible. I'm gonna do one of those. I'm gonna do one of those too. Oh, you better believe I'm gonna do one of those. Where's this other guy? I gotta hit with this bottle. Where's the other weapon? I gotta get this upgrade real quick. Good, you got me a pipe. Thank you. Well, there's the next door. Let's go find what's waiting for us on the other side. Ooh. It's dark in here. Ooh. Uh-oh, yeah, we got a new big boss fight. This will be fun. Come on down. Drop down. You guys want to fight? You wish to fight? Have a good nap, sweetie. I'm progressing through the story now, so I'll be doing the arena soon. found a way to do it pretty well. What time is it? I had a muffin for breakfast. But when you're ready for lunch, you can let me know. You needed that nap, huh? It's good to have a nap. Are you feeling any better today, sweetie? What percentage of better?
35% out of 100 is good.
That's pretty good.
Winner becomes a king. Loser, a thief.
That's pretty easy. Alright, we defeated all of them.
How many trials do I have left before you meet Sean?
2 more challenges lay ahead. Dexterity and endurance. But I'm afraid you'll be too late for the final trial.
I don't think so. Ooh, I found a brick. Hit them all. I just made a massive body pile outside. What is waiting for me in the hallway? Oops, 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 oops. Oh, when I'm in the music room, the controller vibrates with it. That's cool.
Pick up your weapon.
Ooh, I finally got a bow staff. Let's go. Wanna see who's faster? Lucky. Oh, dang. Really? Oh, dang it. Don't make me. Is there any checkpoint? Probably not a checkpoint. Oh, dang it. I had to do all that again. There was no checkpoint. Makes me sad. What are you doing now, sweetie?
One news about updates.
Do we get a new update? What was that sound?
The sick board. Nobody's doing but.
Just police body cam footage.
Oh, that's what this is you're listening to? Okay.
You'll be back, okay.
Don't take too long. Wow, Dungeons and Dragons is still at 90%. Well, Tomatoes, cool. That's still pretty good.
Yeah?
I expected it to drop lower, so that's good news.
Mm.
Oh, Jake Ward just came back.
Yep.
Is that all the footage, honey?
Yeah.
What did you learn?
According to police, Hale was the name of the person.
Hail, like the storm hail?
Hale.
Hmm.
She drove a Honda Fit to the school and parked it in the lot. Detectives said that they found additional material written by her earlier in the day. Authorities said
You got some of
they
these.
discovered a
Okay.
manifesto and detailed map listing school entry points.
That's bad. Does it say her connection to anybody in the school? Like how she knew where the entrance was?
Are you talking about that school shooting yesterday?
Okay.
Joe?
What'd you say?
Are you talking about that school shooting yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Ella's telling me she was watching the footage of it. Continue, honey.
She was 28 years old, Audrey Elizabeth Hale.
Wow. So she would be 1 year younger than us. So she definitely was... That's messed up though, because it said the report that it was a teen. That's not a teen. They must have got that wrong in the previous report.
She gained access to the school by shooting out a glass door, according to the police department. So, it's not that it wasn't locked.
So she literally just broke in.
Yeah.
And there's nothing about her connection to the school or anything, or how she knew where all... Okay.
Sounds like you're eating something over there. That's where you when you went to go get a snack.
Makes sense. Man's gotta eat. Stay down. Be humble.
Be humble. There you go.
Sit down. I hate those moves you do. That's really frustrating. I don't like it. No, that kick is not my favorite. Don't do it. No, how dare you. Don't you dare do that move. You want a muffin now? Okay. Give me a second, sweetie. I'll grab it for you. Don't feel like you can get up and grab.
At the moment, no.
Alright, I'll get it for you. Alright, be right back. Guys, I gotta get something for my fiance. You a moose, honey?
If you want me to be.
We have to give you moose. Because if you give a moose a muffin.
Oh.
Grab a sweatshirt if it gets cold. And then I'm gonna grab we only have one Mountain Dew left, and I'm gonna let you have the last one. If you want, that is. If not want, then I don't care. I might try and grab more soda when I get home from, on my way home from class tonight. Or actually, what I could do is, since you're gonna be at the mall anyway, right? And since you're gonna go to interview, if I give you my card, would you mind picking up something for us at the Target when you're out? Okay. You want just wallet or you want card and wallet? Just card. So you could get us some more drinks. That sounds good. What should we make for lunch today? Do you want to make pasta? What you feeling? Probably have lunch before you go for your interview. Oh, you mean with the tortillas? Yeah, I would be down. I love those. It was delicious. All right, I'm back, guys. I went to grab a drink for Ella real quick.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Or actually, drink for me, and then a muffin for Ella. My bad. Apparently, Isaiah Bradley's gonna be in New World Order.
Oh, nice.
We haven't seen him since, Oh, also, there's gonna be a new Pixar short with, Elemental, Jake.
I mean, that's always a thing for Pixar, so...
But apparently it's up-related. It says, Carl's date will debut theatrically with, Elemental. Carl Fredrickson reiterates and agrees to go on a date with a lady friend, but has no idea how dating works. Even the helpful friend Doug steps in to calm Carl's pre-date jitters.
I'm not surprised they're releasing that, like... It's always a thing for Pixar films, so... Not surprised.
Mm-hmm. But isn't it pretty exciting that it's going to be up-related?
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen anything up-related in a long time. Ooh, a new picture of Rocket Raccoon from Guardians Volume 3 just came out.
Oh. Okay.
Him piloting a ship wearing his nice little outfit. What do you say? No. Don't have to listen to you. Why would I listen to you? I know, I'm just teasing you as well. What kind of good stuff over there, sweetie? You excited for interview, babe? So let me know whenever, because after you eat your muffin, you want to make us sandwiches? Or you want to wait a little bit? Alright, we can wait. I just had a muffin a little bit ago anyway, so I can wait till you're ready for... Because I know you just woke up, so I want you to have time to adjust and everything. It's not 3 yet, so you still have a little bit of time for your interview. Not from Mom yet. I haven't texted her at all yet either. I've just kind of been giving her space. I was gonna send her a nice message saying I hope you have a good day, but figured just leave her alone for now. You know, that might be nice. I was gonna, you know what, here's what I will do. I'm gonna text her right now. Good afternoon. I hope the surgery goes good for Grandma, and me and Ella are praying for her to have a good recovery. Seems like a good message.
Yeah, I just leave it at that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Alright. What are you munching on over there, Jake Ford?
No freaking way.
You okay, sweetie? Dang, you just sleep?
I'm not tired, like, physically, or like mentally.
Mentally drained, I get it.
Okay, let's do this.
Of course. But now you get to relax. Has anyone been on Fortnite today to see if there's going to be a new update later tonight? Okay, well then we might have to talk about doing our podcast on Battlefront tonight. Because we normally do it on Fortnite, but if we can't get into the servers at that time, considering we're going to get done around, between both shows, we'll probably get done around, we'll probably be done with watching our shows by around 3. Because we have 3 episodes to watch tonight. And Mando is 40-something, I've heard. And then I think, who knows, Bad Batch, even if it's short, there will still be 2 episodes of 20 or 30, whatever runtime they are. So I think we'll just do the safe bet and just do Battlefront. Oh yeah. Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Silvers?
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, because usually with the Fortnite update, it's like, then there's then we won't be able to play at that time frame usually.
Yeah, why not go back to old times?
Yeah, who doesn't want to play some Battlefront? It's been a while since we played. I beat both of them already? Cool. Where's that other chick? She's still in the corner? Oh no, she left herself alone. Alright, good. Sunglasses are done. Good. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You keep saying that, but it's not gonna happen. I know you're kidding.
Let's close for tonight.
I threw a bottle at her and it didn't get her attention? Really? If that didn't get your attention, what will?
Hey,
Come here.
didn't you hear what she just said? We're closed for the night.
No, you made me drop the bottle. What? No, that's not happening.
Uh-oh. Somebody dropping a bottle on you?
No, I tried to hit them with the bottle, but they literally were being stupid, making me mad. Your moves suck. I'm coming for you next.
The typical enemies, pretty much.
Yep. I strike. No mercy. Take that, loser. Who's next? These two? Alright, let's do this. You're not pushing me down there. I don't know what you think you're doing, but it's not happening. I guess that's one benefit about Austin taking a nap is he can stay up till 7 a.m. because he woke up at midnight.
Yeah.
Ow. That really sucks. I'm not a fan of that.
You know, you would think if I shared a link to a podcast to my family that they would say something.
They didn't say anything?
Nobody said a word.
Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. Well, I had people that actually commented on it and said that we did a good job. Yeah, FBE said he liked it and he's looking forward to the next one. I was not expecting, I know this sounds horrible, but I wasn't expecting much from your family to say anything about it, because I know how they are.
Well, I mean, we didn't say anything negative.
No, I know. We also didn't swear, but they...
I mean, if they hear something like, if your mom or your dad doesn't agree with how you value yourself, maybe that was something that made them not want to say anything.
I don't know. I mean, they don't follow this stuff, so I don't know. It's a weird situation, honey.
We got gameplay for the new Legend of Zelda game.
Oh, Breath of the Wild 2?
Yep.
But that makes you excited.
Well, I never beat Breath of the Wild, so...
Oh, I know who was excited about that. Then Austin probably is excited about that one.
Somebody else might be excited about it. Neville.
Oh yeah, we'll have to tell him. Surprised he isn't in here. He normally gets up early.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna send that to the chat just to make Austin happy.
He'll wake up and he'll be like, let's go. If you kept him up till 7, how long do you think he's gonna... What time do you think he'll wake up?
4 hours, well done, Joe.
I don't know.
Thanks, FB. I'm trying. When I have days off, I can stream for longer periods of time. So I like to stream longer. Yesterday I did UFC for 3 hours, so this is a vast improvement over that.
There you go. Austin's gonna be excited about that when he wakes up.
Apparently I've been streaming for 4 hours, according to FBE. Which is good, because I'm trying to beat this campaign and then I gotta go.
Yeah, but I'm saying dang because time passed away from me very fast.
Oh, you didn't realize what time it was? Yeah, it's 2 something. If you're gonna want to shower today before your thing, you might want to hop in a little bit. Is that something you were wanting for your interview?
I'll probably just wait.
Okay. Well, you should at least get your outfit together pretty soon. What?
I'll need your help. The stuff in the dryer, I need you to put on my bed.
Yeah, I can get that for you. I'll grab it for you. I didn't realize that your clothes was in the dryer that you needed. I'll get it for you in a little bit. I have a break to pause. That'll take me more than a couple minutes, so just let me wait till I get to a really good checkpoint or something. You're done. What about you? Chick seems like a cyberpunk chick. Don't do it. You're next. Sweep the leg, no mercy. Ow! I don't like that.
Oh shit.
What was that sound? What was that, Jake Ford? What are you saying my name for?
What?
I don't know what he wants. What?
Saying his name. You're saying his name. He said what?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what he wants. What you want, Jakey boy? She went into the counter. She's down.
Oh, really?
What's really?
Oh, this one's the enemies in my game right now.
What'd they do?
Oh, they just decided to decide to throw me across.
They can throw you in a sports game?
Oh no, I switched to something else.
What are you playing now?
Sonic Frontiers.
Oh, who one of the enemies threw you in Frontiers?
Yeah.
What are the enemies in Sonic like?
Well, some of them can be pretty tough. Some of them not so much.
How many missions have you gotten stuck on in that game before?
Well, there were some bosses that were pretty hard.
Was the last boss pretty tough you had to fight?
Not really.
Too bad people like when boss.
Just because I beat this game already and I know what to expect.
No! Alright, sweet. I'll go grab those clothes from the dryer real quick. Be right back, guys.
Alright.
I go get clothes from the dryer.
Oh.
You probably fix it. Okay. Yes. You're not trying to attack you. It hurt. What's it?
Started hurting.
Oh, it hurt. All you do is get big bugs.
Because you were squeezing tight.
There you go.
Don't get me wrong, I don't mind hugs. It's just that was really tight.
You were playing around the hindquarters, eh?
Yeah. I said yeah.
A second.